Amazing evening, Nigeria. From the courts giving injunction, may they arrest Oga, former INEC chairman, sharp, sharp, sharp. For waiting, we go let you know that matter they grant, and we will come carry from that matter to certificate saga. As it be say people don't they lambast Oga Uchennaji because of his certificate. Why yeah, except don't talk say according to Premium Times, NYC don't talk say no, nobody then give them the NYC way in the use. And then people don't come use that opportunity. Now come begin blast at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Waiting him do, waiting concern for this certificate. They look Farotimi don't blast them. Even Atiku Abubakar don't talk say need day to probe everybody where they inside Oga Presido. What did they call them? Or on top in cabinet, where they probe their certificate because this one, where they happen like this, if it not be ordinary. So that one said they grant. But as we move from there, we come enter inside Nnamdi Kanu case. You know, say Shawara don't they call for protest to National Assembly to make sure say them press home the demand to release Nnamdi Kanu. But guess what? Today now, the absence of NMA medical report don't stall Nnamdi Kanu terrorism trial because it's in, no go forward, no go backward. As it be say, people don't the para. In fact, IPOB lawyers, so all of them don't they talk say, make gonna stop this trial, make gonna release them, make him no go die for inside custody. All that matter they grant. IPOB don't accuse NMA itself of breaching doctor-patient confidentiality for inside Nnamdi Kanu case. All those matter they grant. And we enter inside Jonathan Matao as he gets to do with 2027. Jonathan's rumored ambition, they say it unsettle Tinubu camp. That is, it make Tinubu camp bellet on them. The thing, it make the bellet no they switch them at all. Why they do that better like that? We go know when the time reach. Stop 2027 election obsession. They don't want Tinubu. Tackle insecurity first and the livelihood of Nigerians. Now, one people now don't want Tinubu like that. Can't tell northern. In fact, one aside don't tell northern governors and Tinubu. But can I stop this thing? People they die for na states them when they do 2027. On I know they get respect for human life. Naji, don't treat public matters as private affair. ADC don't blast presidency concerning certificate matter. Tinubu they're sympathetic to corruption people. People will be certificate forgers, so they must be prosecuted. Now the same thing where ADC self don't talk. Now, World Bank don't come out, they talk about Tinubu reform. He said Tinubu reforms, they yield results, but it just, they like say, as a result, they like say they yield results. It never show for the body of Nigerians because instead of to show for the body of Nigerians, even more Nigerians don't enter inside poverty because right now, 139 million Nigerians, 9 don't live for poverty. Out of 130 before, they add 9 million on top. So if the results, if the reform, they yield results, why we get more people to enter poverty? Now, we'll go listen to World Bank as they explain them. And even Emma of Kano also don't talk about the policies and the reforms of presidents. He say Nigerian government policies, they're inconsistent. In the gallop, you one part smooth, one part gallop like that. And say the major obstacles, and now be the major obstacle for the development we make need the CM. Meanwhile, Peter Obi a strange ally Kenneth Okonkwo, they don't fight over street urchins matter. We'll go also talk about that matter. As Peter Obi don't talk, say, look, my followers don't be street urchins. Ordinary Nigerians don't be street urchins. Benin Palace don't question motive of Iyaloja role for inside the do market. Say, excuse me, first daughter of the Republic of Nigeria. I beg, help us extend this Iyaloja way bring now to Benin City, extend them to Kano market, extend them to Aba market, extend them to other markets. No stop out for only Benin City alone. 2027, if you're not ready to protect your vote, stay for your house. So netizens don't vow, say they go make sure say they make rigging difficult for politicians. Bandits don't abduct 30 villagers for inside Zamfara community. All this story and more, now I carry bring for another month. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure to be with you and to bring on a matadem where they share for inside the country. And joining me for inside the studio, now Oga will be saying a human rights activist, now lawyer will be well. Man, where be say if you talk like this everywhere, they shake well. Oga barrister Manki Tenan Esquire, thank you so much for joining us and thanks for obliging me your time this evening. Thank you.
Great to be here.
I like the twinkle in your eyes. I like the twinkle in your eyes and the smile on your lips. And my mind, they tell me, say we will get an amazing conversation today. Welcome, sir. Well done. All right, so let's hit it. Let's start.
Thank you.
Let's start with INEC Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu. I mean, INEC Chairman do in last day yesterday, even though say in time of resignation never really reached. I mean, the expiration of the appointment never reached because now November 2015 day appoint am. Meaning saying na November 2025, 9 for leave. But now na early October, don't they leave. You know, some people been talk, say President Tinubu been tell me go terminal leave, but we know they shop. But now he don't come spend the last day yesterday. He don't they go. And then the president, even though say we no see him as president together, but we hear say president don't confer on him a CON award. Now Nigerians they worried. Say why you go give Oga Mahmoud Yakubu a CON award? Say why you go deserve it? Say now he don't conduct one of the most disastrous elections in their words. One of the most disastrous elections when Nigeria don't ever get. Why don't go give him award? Why others talk? Say why? Now he conduct 2019 election. Now he conduct this and most of the off-seasons elections we've been conduct after 2019. Now waiting give people hope when make them think say 2023 election for day good. So why it be say they no go give him award? No could speak to that before we enter inside the warrant of arrest so they don't give Abi the court order to arrest them where they don't issue out.
You see, we are in a very difficult situation in Nigeria. I used to say this, and sometimes people think I'm joking. You see, when there is leprosy in the family, you don't discuss the issue of ringworm. That is how bad the state in which we are. Now, if you look at this very issue you raised now, you should ask yourself.
He said, if leprosy their family, that is if family people get
that is it.
They're not supposed to talk about ringworm. We do them for body.
If there is leprosy, you know, leprosy is so bad that it can send the entire family packing from the community. So if there is leprosy in the family and somebody raised the issue of ringworm, it may end a slap or a knock from an elder. Who knows the implication of leprosy? You see, the system is completely destroyed. Let me say something to you that will serve as a benchmark to most of the things we are going to discuss here. It was a late jurist, the person of Chukwudifu Oputa.
Yes.
That name rings a bell. It's just like mentioning Lord Denny in the UK, where we borrowed our law from. You can't forget people like this. The man said that if the legislature is corrupt, that we look up to the judiciary for remedy. He says, if the executive is corrupt, we look up to the judiciary to resolve the problem.
Okay.
And he went further to ask, but if the judiciary is corrupt, from where do we go?
Now God hand will go day like that.
It's a question that we've not been able to answer till now. And let me say this to you. Oputa never contemplated the situation in which Nigeria is now. I don't know how to describe Nigeria. The best way is that I moved to the Z world and I've come back that Nigeria is a criminal theater of absurdities, extraordinary every day in action. That's the way I've described Nigeria.
I was hoping you were not going to.
It's unfortunate that that is where we are. Now it has to be. Because if you are holding on to one point, within split of seconds, the one that will come up will completely blow you off what you were contemplating. It is as if what you were contemplating was a joke, the new ones that will emerge. Because there are things that are happening here, you can only imagine whether it is real or a dream world. That's what's happening here.
So
okay, like this issue we talked about.
How is it that our politicians are not?
Can you answer? How what?
How is it that our politicians they need to see these things where they talk, say Nigeria, they like the corruption, they like saying like extraordinary every day. How it be say people where they power need to see them? Maybe the thing not supposed to touch them the way they touch you and me.
No, I have told you. For me, I stand in a better position to explain to you. I'm speaking from the perspective of law. You know, law controls everything, every aspect of life. You need to listen to Dr. Obi Ezekwesili's challenge to Nigerian lawyers at the just concluded Enugu conference. Anyone who listens to that challenge will know that that woman was inspired by the spirit of Nigeria. It wasn't herself speaking. I could send that to you and you could share it. Anybody, just listen to the challenge she threw to Nigerian lawyers and warn that if we like, we should not invite her again. And if we invite her, she may not come. It's as serious as that. Those who are in power, those who are in authority, they do not feel it because they are the beneficiaries of the evil. That's it. It's as simple as that. Nobody steals power to benefit the community. Anybody who steals power, we want to use it to benefit himself. I'm sure you heard of what happened in Rivers State.
Yes, sir.
You are familiar with what happened in Rivers State?
Yes, of course.
In the midst of what happened or what is happening in Rivers State, my alma mater, I am very ashamed of it, University of Calabar, conferred honorary doctorate degree on the protagonist of the crisis. University of Port Harcourt conferred honorary doctorate degree on the protagonist of the crisis.
My own alma mater. You see our alma maters as they do us like this.
So that's it. I have asked the VC, do you know why the VCs have to confer these degrees?
No,
they are afraid of their tenure, that they are not secured, that if they don't do it, they may be removed from VC position. That means that society is gone. Because the university is supposed to be knowledge export center. Let me say something that will shock you. Do you know that our professors, people fight to get professorship promotion, not based on the discovery they made or invention that they made that can translate into employment. They are waiting to be employed as electoral fraud validators. And that is a shame.
So professorship not be
that is the situation now.
It's based on your academic input again, not be again.
It's no longer. In fact, the weekend election that took place, they called local government election in Rivers State. One professor that they sent to Abuja. Yes, the one they sent to Abuja, one professor from my ethnic extraction. He told that one that Oshomole attacked. He said that he should be addressed as a professor.
It be like say network don't. It be like say maybe Ogamanke don't get call and network don't disrupt them. Whoops! I'm enjoying this conversation. I don't know about you. Well, may network come back sharp so that we'll continue this conversation quickly. It's sad how we got here based on waiting Oga Barrister Mankey they talk and it is very unfortunate say any country get to be the way we BC will be or they function the way BC will function. If most of these fears where people then don't talk, where they don't be expressed, not true. How do we have beautiful legal minds like this, and then we still get a judiciary in the way we BC we get them? And why BC will not fit? Would they helpless? Why are we helpless in this situation? Where would they helpless in Nigeria? Why it be like say we no fit get the power to do anything? Well, make Oga Mankey come back and we will get him back so that we will continue that conversation. But let me quickly remind you of what's going on with the INEC chairman. As despite his exit as the INEC chairman, I think he's joined us back. I think he's rejoined us. Let's quickly have him back. Well done, sir. Oga Mankey, be like say direct call been coming to your phone, sir. Can you hear me? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Oh dear, network. Not today, not today. Network. Make something work for this Nigeria now. Network. Oh. Can you hear us?
Accepts.
Okay, sir. We lost you.
Are we there?
For a long time. We lost you for a long time. Yes. So it'd be like say if you be done the talk, you go. You can get direct call for your phone because your network been seized. Can you hear us, sir?
Network seems to be interfering. Yeah, it's not friendly.
Let's hope it's not. But just do what you can. Just do what you can. You know what? You can turn off your video and use your audio alone. Let's see if we can work with your audio alone instead of us to spare us. Just turn off your video and use your audio alone. Let's see if the audio would be okay to use, please. Because instead of us to lose you from both ways, we could just benefit one. I beg. Can you hear me, sir? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm not enjoying this at all. What is going on here? Oh dear. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. I don't know if his network is a bit better now. It's not. It's not. This is one of the things that I dread the most though, when it comes to shows like this. So, this kind of thing they fear me well, low. All right. Okay, let's hope he rejoins us, and let's go on with that conversation. So we hear that despite his exit as the INEC chairman, okay, all right, welcome, sir. Can you hear me now, sir? Ah, this is crazy. Can you hear us now? Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. All right. So, despite the exit of the INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, that is the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the Federal High Court in Osun State, the capital of Osun State, Oshogbo, has ordered again, because they did that before, so they will again ordered the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Egbetoku, to arrest the former INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, for offense relating to contempt of court. Make we go back to Ogamanki, look whether, well done, sir. If you help us turn off your video, we'll look whether your audio alone good day good. But can you hear us, sir? Can you hear us? Hello, sir.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Go ahead. If you can hear us, go ahead, sir, please. Go ahead.
Sorry?
I say if you can hear us, go ahead, sir. I be wants to make you
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I be wants to make you turn off your video, if maybe both the video and the audio
I'm hearing you.
So just
yes,
go ahead.
Clear.
All right, so fantastic. Go ahead, sir. Just go ahead.
It's very clear. I can hear you.
Continue from where you from. Stop, I beg. We won't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Yes, very well. So go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you. Very clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Yes.
It's very clear here.
All right, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
I'm hearing you.
Mm-hmm.
You repeat it.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay.
You better talk to us about the decay for the judiciary, and as we use ritual based on waiting or Gachiku default.
So could you repeat the question?
Now waiting at the talk. I say you better talk to us about. I mean, I asked you one question already, but it been related to waiting or Gachiku default put out talk based on if the executive and the legislature go bad.
Could you repeat the question?
Now waiting at they tell you. So you better narrate to us waiting or Gachiku default Uputa talk. I would like make you complete that talk.
She's hearing me.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, sir.
Oh my God.
Better for now. Can you? I can hear you crystal clear. Just go ahead. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay. So you raise the question again.
I said you were narrating to us what Professor Chukwudi Puta said, Justice Chukwudi Puta said, and I said I wanted you to land on that thought on your narration around what he said.
Good. All right. Now, concerning Chukwudi Oputa, I did say that what has befallen Nigeria presently, that Oputa did not even contemplate the ugly situation in which we find ourselves now. He was only contemplating the corruption of the judiciary. Where we are now, the judiciary has been captured. That is how bad it is. The judiciary in Nigeria has been captured. And that find explanation squarely in what has befallen Rivers State. The judiciary has been captured. And it is in the hands of the political class for manipulative use. Everything you are seeing on the spectrum of the judiciary is driving towards that. They are now using the law as instrument of oppression, suppression, and repression to protect themselves against the masses. That's why you can hear somebody saying that he bought phone for everybody. That is a criminal offense that should send that person to prison. Somebody can come up to say that he bought phone for everybody. somebody can claim that all the members of the House of Assembly that are supposed to represent people, supposed to represent their communities, supposed to represent their wards, they are now loyal to him. Somebody can come up and say that an entire treasury of a state should be vested in him as his private enterprise. These are the kind of signs you see when the judiciary has been captured. And I've said this very clearly, that once the judiciary is captured, the only way forward is revolution. There is no alternative. No alternative. The only alternative is revolution. Because once people have lost confidence in the judicial system, it beckons on anarchy. And the consequences are there. And it does not blow anybody any good. Even those who appear to be benefiting presently, when it will turn, they will wish. It's just like the story in Merchant of Venice. When you talk about Shylock, who went into contract and said he would take a pan of fresh. And when they plea and he refused, he was asked to take a pan of fresh without blood, because there is no part, no proviso in the arrangement that said blood will be spilled. So they asked him to take the pint of blood, a pan of fresh, but without blood spilling. Do you understand it?
That? Go ahead.
So that is exactly where our politicians are going. You know, recently I read a documentary by Benjamin Disraeli. He said something. He said that the honor of a man should not be that somebody that is bringing up will share in his wealth, but he should glory in the fact that he is able to train that person to produce his own wealth. Have you seen a bear make nest for young ones? Bears don't make nest for young ones. The maximum point is to train the young ones to fly. And after that, the young ones will go about making their own nest. But we find a situation wherein our political class are amassing wealth that they don't need. They are amassing wealth for even generation they don't know about whether they will exist or not. That is the funny situation we find ourselves. So this looting they are doing, for who? For whose interest? I'm sure you heard about the issue of River State here. You heard of the Saga of Showore, who has taken off the FCT minister, exposing his, greedy agenda around the globe, and he's no longer responding now. Suddenly, he has become dumb and deaf. You ask the question, this money that is spending to acquire these properties around the world for the children, acquiring land in Abuja, choice area for the children who have not worked, who don't know the meaning of hard work. Come on, what is wrong with our leaders? What are they doing all this for? You ask yourself a simple question. So, like Professor Lumumba will say, greed is not satisfied. You can't satisfy greed. So they are just on the escapade of acquiring and acquiring and acquiring. And you ask yourself, for whose interests? What do they need this money for? They are not building community wealth. So one man wants to get the entire River State at his own private enterprise. What's the matter?
How did the entire Nigeria, how did all Nigerians, how all of us for Nigeria, all of us for River State, you sit down, allow our country to go this way and we keep quiet and waiting be the way forward? Just like you talk, it's in a revolution be the way forward. How we go use engineer that revolution? Government don't they charge everybody we talk anything like that for treason. People will go do ordinary protest, then charge them for treason. They don't use Cyber Security Act now. They use Cyber Law Act now. They use hold people. So how do people act when they are basically almost gagged? That's a question we common Nigerians they ask. Not be me they ask that question. Now what's
yes, let me. I will use myself as a practical example. For the past 3 years to present, right? My rent has been on steady increase. I had to protest. I'm a lawyer. I'm not just a lawyer, I'm a notary public of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. I had to protest to my landlord that he can be increasing rent every year. I had to, for him to have the audacity, not even minding that I'm a lawyer, then you should think of what is happening to others. For me as a lawyer to protest should tell you that there is a danger. Before my Corolla car was stolen, I am saying it on air, I did not have money both at home and away that could buy a brand new engine. I usually joke by telling my daughter that with my LABBL.com, because I'm computer literate, that I could not afford to buy a brand new engine. Is that life? And this thing, what do you call it, weaponized poverty is deliberate, because what weaponized poverty does to you is that it shifts your brain from thinking significance to survivor. And the moment your brain shifts to survivor, you are finished. So you are now thinking of yes, they are shifting the brain of Nigerians. That's it. It's survivor. It's survivor. And the moment your brain is shifted to the platform of survivor instead of thinking significance, you are not bothered about the future of your children anymore. You are thinking of how to survive. And the moment a man is reduced to that level, I am telling you presently now, those that a few years ago people were looking up to have now been torn into beggars. Let me say that straight. So if me, as I'm talking to you, had to protest to my landlord and tell him that I cannot pay, then what is happening to others? Do you know how much one room is going for now? Do you know how much one bedroom is going for now? And the worst aspect of it is insecurity. The moment life is not secured, nothing makes meaning. In your studio where you are now, if there is a scare that facility is on fire, you will be shocked at what we do. Because the moment life is challenged, the moment life is threatened, nothing makes meaning. I live in the city of Port Harcourt. About 2 weeks ago, I went to go and check my client's property in the bush, somewhere in the suburb of Port Harcourt here. And I came face-to-face contact with these herdsmen. They were returning their cows in their numbers, and they released these cows into people's farms. I watch with tears coming out of my eyes. I'm not telling you stories. I watch it. They released these cows into people's farms, and they were feeding on people's farm. And this is the livelihood of these people. And it dawned on me how miserable our sisters are, our mothers are, when we hear that they are raped. It is so easy. I mean, that is where we are. You heard of that on-air personality of Arise Crew that was killed recently in Abuja, and they are raising the issue that it was armed robbery. I can tell you for free that the neighborhood that did, yes, that the neighborhood that this journalist was living, I can tell you she's paying millions. Even in that situation, she is not secured. So once life is not secured, then what are you living for? And insecurity, I can tell you, it is what those in power are trading with to suppress the people so that they can have their way. That's exactly what is going on. Because nobody can tell me, nobody can tell me that the government is not in alliance with these terrorists. We are talking about imported terrorists too, not local terrorists. We are talking about, the government is aware that there are no Nigerians. And these foreigners who are coming to kill your people, government is now giving them amnesty. They are not thinking about the life of the people they came to kill. That is the aberration we are talking about. That is the situation we find ourselves. So these things will continue. It will continue. It will get to a point like Charlie Boy will always say, our mumu never do. It will get to that point that Nigerians will say, like in Rivers State, I have predicted long ago that the revolution in Nigeria may start from Rivers State. Some people doubted me. I'm a strategic thinker, and I've seen ahead. It will get to a point that Rivers people will now rise up and say, enough is enough. What are we living for? When it gets to that point, they will not bother about any politician. And the most painful thing is that the politicians appear not to be reading the handwriting on the wall. There's a bold handwriting on the wall, reading danger. danger, danger, but they are not seeing it. Quite interesting. They are not seeing it. I was talking to, let me zero on me. I'm a lawyer. I was talking to some of my professional colleagues recently. I told them something, that if revolution kickstart in Nigeria, most lawyers will not survive it.
Why?
Most lawyers will not survive it. If you get to some quarters, some serious quarters, where Nigerians are expressing themselves, there is a kind of how would I put it? There's this bitterness and anger harbored by Nigerians against lawyers, because they feel that lawyers are the people they look up to speak to authority, but they have decided to take side with them, against them. You know what's happening in Rivers State? Yes, I agree with you. Do you know the crisis in Rivers State? It is on the foot of the former governor and Akpabio. They are lawyers, and the Attorney General. They are lawyers. I don't blame the president, because the three lawyers are supposed to tell the president the truth. They are lawyers. And so when revolution will start, because Nigerians are angry with lawyers, so I can tell you that one for free. I can tell you that one for free, because we have failed Nigeria, we have failed Nigerians, we have failed ourselves. And when the trouble will start, most lawyers will not escape. I am saying this. You know what happened recently when the NBA president was addressing the Chief Justice of Nigeria and was using the Rivers State case? Yes, was using the Rivers State case to drive home his point. I saw Orani Pekun shedding crocodile tears, and I pity him, because most of these senior advocate of nuisance, senior advocate of Nigeria, I don't mean to call them up, but most of them are of nuisance value.
We understand.
It was a proper slip of tongue. Slip of tongue. Yes. Okay, so most of them cannot escape the anger of the people. I can tell you that. They cannot escape the anger of the people, because the case of Rivers State, you know what is going to happen is that if Rivers State succeed, they are going to export it to other states. And Nigerians are watching. And I'm telling you that Rivers people...
It has succeeded already now. It has succeeded already now. I mean,
you can say... Do you know that 2 days ago, they burned Podium Block? You know Podium Block in Secretariat?
Yes.
They set it on fire. They set Podium Block, that where you are, Ministry of Education. They set it on fire. Because there was rumor that... Yes, they can call it an accident, but we are hearing the voice of witch and somebody dying the following morning.
What was the
rumor? It's clear. The rumor is very clear, because do you know how much Ibas wasted in Rivers State from our Commonwealth? The one that Joe told me was when the man between the budget that Fubara as governor set and the one that Ibas came to set was 300 billion. Difference. 300 billion difference. And the man gave a contract of 24 billion for CCTV in government house, 30 billion for gunboats, then 23 billion for contingency fund. That was just part of it. The same court, they used Supreme Court to say that there was no government in Rivers State and that the governor should represent the budget. Then the governor went to the House of Assembly. They shut him out. Then there was radio announcement that the next working day that the governor will come. You see the game they are playing. We have not seen everything, because Nyesom Wike said that they know what they would have done if they did not want him to come back. So it means that that bombing of the pipeline was set up. And when they set up that and succeeded, the president jumped on it. Educated people, even lawyers, came up and told the president that the condition for declaring state of emergency in Rivers State is not there. Okay, if you have declared state of emergency, where do you derive your power to suspend an elected governor who is elected like you? They have destroyed the law. They have destroyed the constitution. So what has happened in Rivers State is what I call constitutional fraud and atrocities that have been used to clamp down Rivers State.
All right,
And
so Oga
it's not going to.
very quickly.
Yes.
You very quickly, you've been talk about the podium block burning and all that.
Yes.
They assume say now because of say maybe they are likely to
They want probe. Yes.
They want probe Abbas.
That is the position people are looking at to destroy record, because even the governor came up and warned that any permanent secretary who was involved in colluding in wiping out the Commonwealth of Rivers people will not be spared. And so everybody is very uncomfortable.
How possible is it that Fubara, my dear brother, can probe Abbas when it is the powers that be, Uncle President, and yes, on Wiki and Akpabio that sent Abbas? Person when they send messenger, person when they send message, boy no go fit program now.
You see the dirty game. You see the dirty game that is going on. You know, these people think that we are brainless. They think that we are brainless idiots. The House of Assembly that is talking about probing Ibas, are they not the people that Ibas bought SUV, brand new ones for each of them? Those who are loyal to Wike.
Now the same people where be said their party chairman Antonio Kocha just tell them that they say made them forget about probing Ibas, made them
okay.
So how possible
is it not the same people that came up to jubilate in the street of Port Harcourt that God have answered the prayer by imposing? Have you not heard of the senior advocate who is telling the House of Assembly that they should forget about this? A senior advocate of Nigeria in Rivers State here saying that they should forget. Look, we are finished. The day revolution will start in this country, it will shock everybody. Because as I'm talking to you now, my mind is gradually, you see how club used to work slowly but surely. My mind is shifting gradually to another dimension. I am particularly angry with my profession, my professional colleague. We lawyers are the problem of Nigeria presently. Quote me anywhere.
No, you're also a lawyer, so you know they will take up with you as a lawyer, say they castigate your profession.
I am saying it. I have told them. I am not afraid of the idea. Somebody called me some time ago that they are going to disbar me. I said, disbar my foot. I can't keep quiet at the absurdities that is going on. Do you know what it means to alter law, to destroy law? Do you know the implications? Do you know the implication of destroying law? Like what happened in Rivers State? Do you know the implications? See, Rivers State is rolling back into anarchy, and people don't understand. Because people will take laws into their hand. The moment, what keep people, what kind of put people together? There was a time, I'm a consultant calligrapher. So I'm into art. I'm a consultant calligrapher. There was a time I did a research, the difference between art and law. And I came to the conclusion that the marked difference between law and art is based on the principle of stare decisis, which is order. The moment order is removed from the society, we are in anarchy. That's the marked difference. An artist can draw a stroke here today, and that is a style. He can come next week and draw another stroke across it. It becomes another style. He comes next month and draw another stroke up and down. It becomes another style. That is not a law. Because if that happens, there's going to be anarchy. That is the only distinction. But what has happened in Rivers State, law has been turned into art. And it has defied that my principle. I wrote an article on that. The marked difference between law and art, using my position as a lawyer and as a consultant calligrapher. I checked the difference. In law, you have marginal expression of creativity. But in law, you have that marginal creativity because you are restricted. You are told that this is the door. It does not matter your age. It does not matter your size. If that is the door, you have to pass through it. If there is no obedience, if there are people who are greater than the law, then there is crisis looming. And that's where we are in Nigeria. Individuals are now greater than the law instead of institutions.
So talking about crisis looming, a lot of people, they think, say, oh, they don't to divide us along ethnic and tribal lines, religious lines. So that now the greatest undoing where we get. Now, we think make all of us not go feel unite to say, okay, we won't fight for a better country. With the way the country is currently divided along religious ethnic lines, do you think Nigerians still get the power to say, make them fight in one voice for their country?
Now, let me say something that will surprise you. I study events, I watch things, and when I'm certainly convinced, I can comment. Now, I assess two things that's going to happen in Nigeria. The crisis that is facing Nigeria is on two fronts, political and religious angle. Now, you can see what is happening in the religious circle now. You were here when Jonathan was the president, or did you go to Panya? I'm sure you were around.
Oh my God.
I'm sure you were around. Yeah,
You know,
I was here.
around.
Yeah, I was here. I didn't go to anywhere.
At that time, I never relocate come Lagos. I've been there Port Harcourt that time. So I was very much around.
Yes, we were here. We saw what happened to Jonathan. In Redeem Church, they set up a political platform that was campaigning for the voting out of Jonathan. I mean, in Redeem Church. See, let me be very plain to you. I met Christ at my age of 12. If I leave God today, it's my business. I know God personally. So no, I'm not a victim of religion. So when I see one, I know it. Did you hear what Primate Ayodele Elijah said some time ago? That say even if Jonathan, no, he talked about Peter Obi, that Nigeria will tumble 3 million times if he becomes president. Yes. These are people who are actuated by religious bigotry. You have what? You know that at Ojota, it was Adeboye who led 1 million man march against Jonathan. Are you hearing Tonti Bakari, who placed a curse on anybody who was supporting Jonathan? He's not turning around to say that it is only God that can remove Tinubu if he wants to remove him. He has backed down from the earlier proclamation, which captured the state of the nation. All this, you hear all the good. All the destruction that is going on in Lagos. There is ethnic cleansing going on in Lagos, supported, unfortunately, by the government that is in office. When all these things will backlash, did you hear what Adeboye is saying recently? That is going to do prayer for the leaders of Nigeria. Oh, he can no longer carry placard. He can't organize 1 million man march. God is going to disgrace those who are engaging in what I call religious witchcraft in this country. There are religious witchcraft practitioners in this country who are using religion to turn the memory and brain of people. And I'm talking to those who are religious folks. I fear God. Talking to you, I fear God. You know, I was telling my colleague the other day, I said, if you look at the book of Luke, I think chapter 11, 3 times Jesus placed calls on lawyers. But before then, he acknowledged that lawyers are the people who control the key of knowledge. But because the lawyers in his time, who were Sanhedrins and Pharisees and Sadducees, because they manipulatively used the law to their own advantage against the people, that's why Jesus said, woe unto you lawyers. It's not that he hated lawyers. He acknowledged that we hold the key to knowledge, just like what is happening in Nigeria. So it's going to be 2 plunge. Most people within the church, as I'm talking to you now, most people are not going to certain church again because they have realized that this thing is a game. They have realized that I'm a liberation theology follower. My mentor is Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. If you read the letter of Martin Luther King Jr. from Birmingham prison, it will capture the state that we are in Nigeria now. And his white folks stood against him there. And he told them something very important. He told them that the judgment of God is going to start from the church. And that's what's going to happen in Nigeria. Most of the, let me challenge you. A church will go to a viable area and buy a warehouse that the economy strangulation has killed. Then they will stay inside there and clap hand, worship, and then pray to God to give them job. Job created by who? Job created by who? You bought a warehouse that the economic wicked policy has made them to sell out their warehouse. Then you buy the warehouse, stay there and clap your hand and say God should provide job. Job created by who? When you realize what the people are using religion to do, it's very unfortunate. The wife of Tinubu is a pastor in Redeem. So Adeboye can no longer lead protest. I did my research work on the legal framework for environmental management in Nigeria, the petroleum industry in focus. So I'm familiar with what is happening in the petroleum sector. Whoever tells me that Nigeria does not have the manpower and the resources to refine her crude oil locally for the benefit of all Nigerians is not honest to himself. And that person needs a mental recheck.
Dangote proved it.
Because the person is living in a fool's paradise. We know all these things. We know the capacity of Nigeria. The manpower is there. The resources is there. But few criminal minds within the corridor of power. Who is the petroleum minister? It's Bola Tinubu. Who about Owandu is connected to Bola Tinubu. There are a lot of things that are happening. So are you surprised? Are you not aware that the president is talking to the international community that they should not release his record that touch on drugs? So how can he talk about issue of corruption? You cannot. The most beautiful Latin maxim that I love in my legal profession is "Nemo da quod non habet." A man cannot legitimately be expected to give that which he does not have.
Oh,
you understand that?
That is, if he didn't day, he didn't day. The way your governor go talk.
That's it.
Governor go talk.
So that's where we are. It is impossible. You can't give what you don't have. So that's where we are. So until Nigerians, because by the provision of the Constitution, Section 14, power ought to belong to the people. But we have found a situation wherein people are now, few individuals have now imposed themselves on the people. I blame the judiciary for where we are today in Nigeria. It is the Supreme Court. And I have a feeling that even if they wrote the judgment and asked them to read it, they have a right to say, I will not read it. I would rather resign rather than reading it. And that will be of honor to them. They are responsible for where we are today. They have used the instrumentality of the law. The next thing that Nigerians are going to do, you see now, they are not talking about electoral reform. They are not interested. There's no basis why we cannot do electronic voting in Nigeria, but they don't want to do it. But Nigerians are going to, you know, the confusion we have in 2023 was that Peter Obi believed in the judiciary. And I don't blame him because he was a beneficiary. When he thought that the judiciary in Nigeria is still at, not knowing that the judiciary has been captured. And that was why when he said that,
no. We can't have this network problem at all. It's not possible that we have network problem. We have to exhaust this conversation. We just begin to scratch the surface. So I beg, may network just bring Ogamanki back. I beg, make we hear and back because this conversation be too interesting for us to miss out halfway like this. I beg. So let's hope that his network will be reconnected very soon so that he rejoins us in the studio very quickly. Whoops, what a reveal. All right, so let's go on to other issues. Now, before I even start with Daily Farotimi, I don't even know whether I start with Daily Farotimi. I start with what did they call them? ADC, as they talk, say the president is the shield certificate forgers and indeed sympathetic to certificate forgers. So let's go. Now, the African Democratic Congress ADC has criticized President Bola Tinubu's handling of the certificate forgery scandal involving former Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Geoffrey Nnaji, insisting that forgery is a criminal act that must be prosecuted and not pardoned. Now, in a statement today, Wednesday, signed by its National Publicity Secretary, Malam Bolaji Abdullahi, the party said merely accepting Nnaji's resignation was weak and disappointing. He added that it shows all progressive Congress APC is not serious about fighting corruption. I think so. We'll just talk the other day, say corruption don't disappear for Nigeria. He not just disappear for Nigeria. The president talking for Brazil. He not just talking for Brazil. He wife self just talking for North when he go over the weekend. So if corruption don't disappear and somebody do something where they like saying a corruption, why not prosecute that person? Why pardon the person and just let the person go? Now waiting if he say ADC they talk like that. So say it shows say all this one now big corruption. And it shows that we'll still get a very long way to go. He added that, he said, by merely accepting the disgraced minister's resignation instead of taking a firm action, President Tinubu has created the created the unfortunate impression, rather, that he is sympathetic to such misconduct. And what does that speak to? I can't wait to hear Ogamanki's view on that. Now, he says, it is shocking that the minister was allowed to step down quietly after openly admitting that his certificates were fake. This sends a terrible message to Nigerians, especially the youth, that dishonesty in public service goes unpunished. But not be him be the first person. Kemi Adon should also resign. And they say Buhari accept her resignation after they find her say she purportedly or allegedly forged NYC certificate. It was over the air then. Now, the ADC further says that the party noted that both the University of Nigeria and SOCA and the National Youth Service Corps NYSC had officially disowned the certificates waiting Naji present for a ministerial appointment. So by merely accepting that the minister can resign, President Tinubu has shown that in administration they're willing to let corrupt officials just go, let them off the hook without, pressurizing them, without anything. After all, just go, your sins are forgiven, or perhaps go and sin no more, or go and sin another date in a later date, because this sin now no add up again. So the father said that he has failed to set an example that dishonesty will not be tolerated among those who serve under him. As far as he said that, as we have stated before, this is not an isolated case. It reflects a disturbing pattern that has defined the APC government since its inception. So they went on and on and on with that. And I mean, we can go on and on. We can trace the Better Idu's case. We can trace other cases that's very familiar and close by, and all of them just boil down in one. I would like to quickly take, make a visit waiting happen within Nnamdi Kanu's case very quickly. And then I call back Ogamanki. Let's see if I can reconnect him on the show, because it's very important that he rejoins us on the show. But that's not enough, because Dele Farotimi also don't blast the president. He too blasted the president and said that as Nnaji resign, waiting make some other people then no fear resign. Waiting they stop them from resigning. I mean, not be my handwriting be that. Now Dele Farotimi. So human rights lawyer and activist Dele Farotimi has described the resignation of Uche Nnaji, Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, as honorable in comparison with other characters in the federal cabinet. Nnaji is currently in the eye of the storm, of course, because of fraudulent academic qualifications. Now, following the investigation by Premium Times, we know as it takes, but we see the message here by Dele Farotimi. He said, I don't know him, and I know send them, but this guy is more honorable than every other person in the cabinet from which he has honorably resigned. Okay, when is the aspiring Hitler of Obiakpo resigning, and would be honorable for president? For what? Would be honorable, and would the honorable president be following suit too? Okay, all right, my people. So let me quickly go play you a video of waiting happen, some kind basbos will happen before the floor of the plenary for the House of Representatives, as the House of Rep member with the representing Nnamdi Kanu constituency get a bit of basbos with the Speaker of the House, while I quickly connect with the guest back to
I represent the great people, Mr. Speaker of Iguano, Umaya North and Umaya South Florida constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm an Abia man. Mr. Speaker, I rise on Order 6, Row 2. Matters of privilege.
What do you want to... Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. I wish to draw the attention of Mr. Speaker and the House that on the 26th of August, 2025, I wrote a letter to Mr. Speaker, the House of Representatives, as well as a letter to the Attorney General of the Federation, and a letter to Mr. President, urging for the urgent intervention request the deteriorating health conditions of my constituent, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Up until today, Mr. Speaker, I have yet to receive any response from Mr. Speaker, from Mr. President, and from the Attorney General, despite the deteriorating health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom has been evaluated by his own team of doctors, and came up with a report which was attached to the letter that was submitted to Mr. Speaker and to the President, and as well to the Attorney General. Second evaluation has been conducted by the Nigerian Medical Association, and the results even further confirms the deteriorating health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he has organ deficiencies, low potassium, and that he is, as we speak, on the verge of death. Mr. Speaker, at the instruction of the court instructed in 8 days for the Nigerian Medical Association to also do their own assessment. So there are 3 reports now, Mr. Speaker, all leading to the same direction. I quote the judge. The judge says it's only a man who is alive and living can stand trial. Mr. Speaker, this is not politics or any other thing, but it is a fundamental human right that should be ascribed to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Most other people in that gap have been given opportunities to even travel overseas to seek medical attention. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is neither convicted of any crimes in Nigeria and must be protected under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, Mr. Speaker, a lot of progress has been made in order to see that the government does the right thing to be able to afford Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the urgent treatment that he needs. It's significant, Mr. Speaker, if otherwise.
My dear honorable colleague,
yes, sir.
I do not see where your privilege is conflicted here.
I have not received a letter that I wrote to the Speaker. I'm a member of the House, and my office deserves a response, whether you're positive or not. But as a member, and the letters were received by your office on the 27th of August, right here.
Is the letter you wrote to Mr. Speaker's office just a notification?
Not a notification,
or a demand for a certain action to be taken?
Yes, we requested for a certain action, which was to intervene in the medical condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom is now, his health condition is deteriorating.
If it is something specific to the office of the Speaker, Honorable, I find it a little bit intriguing that you will come by way of a privilege to demand action to be taken.
Mr. Speaker,
the letter was written. The Speaker that you have direct
Mr. Speaker, the letter was written since August 26th.
You have direct, unfettered, Honorable,
yes, sir,
unfettered access to my office. This is not the kind of thing that I would expect that will come by way of privilege.
It is a matter of privilege.
If it is something beyond you, from the outside, but if it is something that is a letter written to my office, you know, a phone call from you, a visit to my office can solve the problem. So I don't think if...
Mr. Speaker, I've been to your office, Mr. Speaker.
So you mean
I've
you have explored all options and opportunities. You couldn't see me except here.
I've come to your office, Mr. Speaker. We just resumed today.
I don't think
we just resumed today, Mr. Speaker. And it's very important, Mr. Speaker.
Please, Honorable,
order, please.
Honorable, please
be guided.
Down because it is not the right thing to do.
Yes.
Please, I beg you. Step it down.
Please be guided.
Mr. Speaker,
please be guided.
Mr. Speaker, it's a matter of life and death.
Please,
please be guided.
I am trying to tell you the procedure. This is not right. Step it down and see me if you want any action concerning any letter you have written to me. You don't need to go by way of this.
Please be guided. Excuse me, sir. The House rules allows me the latitude to bring an issue of privilege to this House and to the attention of Mr. Speaker. And it is important, Mr. Speaker, that this House takes cognizance
is compromised
of the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Now you can bring it up. And I thought that particular position is talking in respect of instances where the issues is beyond your control. But this is not what a letter from you to from yourself to me.
Yes, sir. The
when
letter
you
is
have,
here,
as a member,
Mr. Speaker,
direct access to come to my office and seek for explanation.
Mr. Speaker, I've been to your office.
Go through this?
I've been to your office to seek the Speaker.
Please.
Excuse me, sir. Can you read the order book, Rule 6 and Subsection 2, to know that I also have the right?
Honorable,
please,
you are ruled out of order. You are ruled out of order. You can sit down, please.
I have to. You are ruled out of order, please. Listen to the government.
Mr. Speaker.
Listen to the government, please.
Mr. Speaker.
Announcement.
We will present it before the House properly in the course of the week. I understand the pain in the heart of the representative with regards to the subject matter of Nnamdi Kanu. But we'll come properly before the House so that proper hearing will be given to it. I beg that you give us the audience, maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow, we'll come to present it again.
No problem at all. It's just the procedure that I was challenging, not the substance of the issue.
No problem.
I will be willing and ready. Anytime you are ready to bring up the matter,
thank you.
We'll do the needful and give you all the time to present.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Right. Okay, so that's now the little drama we happened, I think, yesterday before the floor of the House as that matter take up. And I think we've got Oga Mankere join us. Good evening, sir. Can you hear us? Good, awesome. I think maybe we should keep it at the audio. Maybe the audio would get better pass because you know what you say we don't lose you at all again. I beg. Okay, so let's go straight to when you go out, we've been talking about some things. So talk about ADC, how the ADC political party they talk, say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is sympathetic to certificate forgers. Why Ingo just let Oga Uchennaji off the hook because of saying resigning, accepting resignation, leave and make it go? Plus the award, CON award, we didn't give Oga Mahmoud Yakubu. Is it deserving? Because the president said he did well. He conducted free and fair election for the 2-time way we say he served Nigeria, and they honor him with the award. So let's speak to that, and then speak to also what Dele Farotimi said, asking that Wike, your brother or our brother, the Senate president or perhaps president should also follow the lead by resigning based on what Nnaji do, saying that the honorary thing to do. Why would he say that? Make I take your reaction, sir.
Okay. Now, let me join two together. I'm going to join the action of the president touching Mahmoud, all right, and then accepting the resignation.
Yes, okay, sir.
I will drive that through using the Latin maxim, which I say I admire most. Nemo da quod non habet. A man cannot legitimately be expected to give that which he does not have. A father that is promiscuous, yes, a father that is promiscuous lacks the moral capacity to give moral direction to the children, talking about chastity. So that's exactly. Bola Tinubu.
If you talk for pidgin English, that's that last one we talk now.
It's like, in our local parlance, they will tell you that pot cannot call kettle black. That is just.
Why you talk like
that? Yeah, I'm talking like that.
Why that proverb?
I'm talking like that because, see, okay, let me excuse myself and speak pidgin, right? Now, let me say this. You know where we did today in this country. Now, judiciary cause more. Now, lawyers, I don't tell you before.
That's what you talk.
I don't tell you before. Me, I know they hide my face. Say the day katakata go start for this country, the body go full ground. And majority of the body are lawyers and judges. I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you. If you waka reach certain quarters where people they do chu, you will know say Nigerians, they bitter and angry with lawyers. Because they don't look up to us. We don't fail Nigeria. We don't fail them. We don't fail ourselves. That's where we are now. So, is it not the Supreme Court?
So how that one
is it not the Supreme Court? Is it not the Supreme Court and INEC that imposed Bola Tinubu on Nigerians? Is it not the justice?
How? He won the election. INEC
which win the election? See, let me tell you. A day will come.
He won.
I've said it. A day is coming in this country that those justices of the Supreme Court, if they are alive, they will tell us how much they collect to put Nigerians in this dirty corner that they place us today. Is it not Supreme Court that said that there is no government in River State? Is it not Supreme Court that said that there was no defection in River State? They should not worry. They should wait. A day is coming. Monkey will go to market, it will not return. In this country, mark what I'm telling you. One day like this, monkey go market, it will not go return. And that day, Nigerians, poor people now go ask justices. They go ask them, say, make them explain to them. Mahmoud, Nigerian go ask them, waiting cause the glitch. He go answer that question before Nigerians. So now, CON have become cheap like okra in the market. Meaningless. President who can go abroad that they should not.
Are you saying he's not deserving of it?
You say what?
Are you saying he's not deserving of the CON award?
He's deserving of it because he imposed Tinubu on us. What do you want me to say? He's deserving of it. But if we dare where merit the matter, where institutions is greater than individuals, where law works, where rule of law prevails, all this nonsense cannot happen. And Nigerians are watching. I am saying it to mark it somewhere. The day revolution will start in this country, the day people will revolt and say, don't sit on our head too much. Today, we go die there. They will know that they are very few, even their children and them. I think Wike can move his wife to court or appeal again 2027. They should not worry. All the houses they are buying abroad, they are thinking that that's where they will run to. All the gra talking about 300 million US dollar meant for the development of Ogoni that they use for hypercity and all whatnot. All the allegations where she already talk. If we have a sincere country, Tinubu would have suspended Wike a long time ago. In fact, I am saying it that.
But you're from Ogoni. You're from, okay.
I am saying it.
Go ahead.
Me,
sir.
I am
because
saying it.
That you're from Ogoni.
Yes.
Do you think that
if we have a responsible bar association, there are persons that would have been suspended or would have been called to question as members of the bar. They would have been called to question as members of the bar. But we are playing games. We are playing games. Did you hear our lawyers were shouting like Modafa that lost the last chick to Hawk when that law student, that lawyer that was returning from court to bar was caught by kidnappers? Do you see how lawyers were shouting? And I look at them and I laugh. I say, you people we are all stupid. I use it so that nobody will accuse me. I say, we Nigerian lawyers are stupid and senseless. So we are waiting for when lawyers is caught in the crisis before we will talk. Okay, we are waiting for when lawyers are caught in this before we will talk. That is a foolish thinking. If armed robbers come to your neighborhood and you get a phone, you feel call police, call them more. If you don't do it, the way nature will slap you, the next time robbers will come, they will start from your house. And your mind will tell you, say, hey, you see what you do last time? You get position, you for call people for help, you keep quiet. It don't start for your house today. That is how life is. You see evil. Evil get one kind wicked long hand where if we draw everybody to become victim, to bring them to the table. That's how evil they. Those where they benefit from people.
Because as you talk this one, it just reminds me of a video where I just see today where EBC, I think one student, non-student leader, where then they're attacking house, scattering windows everywhere. For Lagos State, now they live. Now they do that interim. So just like you said, nowhere is really safe. Nowhere is really safe.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What happened to that non-president that was, the Tinubu son, that Saga? What happened to that guy? Have you heard anything about him again? That incident that happened in Lagos, that man's president, they are swept it under carpet. It's in the heart of Nigerians. It's in the heart of Nigerians. Nigerians are thinking about it. Nobody should deceive you that they are not aware. Now, life don't matter in Nigeria again. Even Fawo is more important than Nigerians' life. What kind of life is that? So I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised by the action of course, what corruption does is that corruption, if you are corrupt and you take any action against corruption, you are going to be exposed. Do you understand me? Any person that is corrupt and attempts to take action against any wrong person, he will expose you. And that is the tactics that Wike uses. He will use money, stolen money, to trap people. Then if you want to open your mouth, he will bring you down. That is why there are some senior lawyers in Port Harcourt today, they can no longer open their mouth. They can't say A. They can't say A in Port Harcourt here today. There are so many lawyers that cannot open their mouth again. You know that when they started talking...
The video what they play, sir, that na non-south... Okay, sir. I be want to say the video what they play na non-southwest PRO, including in pregnant wife. Nearly they use escape death today as armed thugs invade their house for Lagos State. See the way they scatter everywhere for their house for Lagos State. Where they continue with your.
This one is even a small thing. Are you not hearing what is happening in Lagos? That they are destroying buildings, investment that belong to certain people from certain part of the country. Are you not hearing it? Are you not seeing it? If you think that it will not reach you, you are just deceiving yourself. You are behaving like ostrich. Any person will see evil, they happen, and they dance, say no go reach her, is like an ostrich in the desert. Because evil get long hand, one kind funny long hand, where if it trapped everybody, it's like fuel that is escaping from a falling tanker. Don't near it or don't scoop it or run. Because no matter the distance where you scoop it, once the thing caught fire, it will get you. That is how it is. That's what our politicians don't know.
All right, so going back to the certificate saga, I mean, Atiku Abubakar don't talk. Say, be like say the president is shield certificate forgers and corrupt people, saying that they bring them out when they receive, appropriate judgments. And we don't see better education. We never see anything.
Okay, listen.
The president suspend and say, make me investigate your matter. Till now, we'll never see the outcome of the investigation. Even Hayabelo, we just see minimal, the thing, the case never still clear. And allegations don't do on top of Wiki, just like you talk. We never see any action from the president about them. Even with the siphoning of lands or alleged siphoning of lands for inside Abuja, we never hear anything. Now, this one that happened and I resign. So now waiting make ADC or Atiku, they talk, say the president, they encourage corrupt people and certificate forgers for inside the administration. Are they justified to say that? And do you think it's also justifiable for Dele Farotimi to expect some people for inside presidency or president cabinet to resign too, just like Naja resigned?
Well, as Gen Z, let me borrow the language of the Gen Z. My sister, nothing come out. You go explain tire. No, nothing will come out. Let me give you a story. Bola Tinubu, who is the president now, when he was the governor of Lagos State, do you know that Gani Fahimi fought him till he died? Gani Fahimi was fighting Bola Tinubu till he died. When he was governor of Lagos State, he claimed that he attended Chicago University. Pay attention to what I'm telling you now. He claimed that he attended Chicago University and Ibadan High School. Now, when they went to the Old Boy Association of Ibadan High School, one fraudulent group like that came up. The thing busted when they say nobody knew him as a student in Ibadan High School. If there is, when we talk about identity crisis, the number one identity crisis fellow in the whole world is Bola Tinubu. Quote me.
Okay, you don't have public.
Quote me now. May I give you the facts now? When the president now became president in the Chicago University, he now said that he attended Chicago State University, no longer Chicago University, no longer Ibadan High School. He now said he attended Lagos High School. When they went to Chicago University, Chicago State University, the record that they found there showed that the certificate that Bola Tinubu presented has 4 years before the real Lagos High School came into existence. What can beat that, my sister? And yet, Supreme Court validated it. That is the mess.
But all these are allegations.
No, I'm telling you now. All this wait. Don't say that. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
Okay,
are we not here?
Okay, sir.
I am here. I'm speaking to you as a lawyer. These are facts that are there. Nobody can controvert it when he was governor and when he is the president now. Chicago University is not Chicago State University. Ibadan High School is not Lagos High School. What are you talking now? What argument do you want? That's why I say Supreme Court.
Wasn't that they talk? All this was my argument. Now none of them not come out to say
it's not arguments. They are hard facts. They went to his record that he submitted to INEC when he became governor. That is what is there. Ibadan High School and Chicago University. That is in the record there. You see, this thing we are talking about is like Facebook. Facebook don't lie. Anything you publish, Facebook will keep them for you because they remind you. Say, okay, now you talk this one 3 years ago. I used to see my articles now that I've written in the past, and I'll be laughing. I say, no, I saw ahead. I've been watching my articles that I wrote several years back, and I feel justified that I saw ahead very well. Then, when he became president now, he now said he attended Chicago State University, no longer Chicago University. He now said he attended Ibadan Lagos High School, no longer Ibadan High School. Is Lagos High School equivalent to Ibadan High School in your place? In my place, they used to say that when there is sacrifice and vulture does not show up, you know that something they wrong for spiritual realm. What are we talking? Are we joking here? We joke too much here. We are joking big time here. So how do you expect such a person to be able to raise hand against somebody who is talking about certificate forgery? We are not seeing anything. Did you not listen to Umai?
So you feel say that when you make ADC talk that thing where they talk, say in the supporting, they encourage people where get corruption and certificate forgery.
Of course. He can't open his mouth.
Oh, I mean, no.
He can't open his mouth. He can't say anything against any of these persons because they are his bad fellows. They are his bad fellows. They are inside. Is it not Oshomole who said that if you move to APC, that your sins are forgiven? Have you forgotten?
No, that statement, he said the statement was taken out of context.
It should be continuously out of context. Okay, they took out of context when the Chicago University record showed that the certificate he presented there has 4 years earlier date when Lagos High School has not come into existence. What are you talking about? Are we joking? We are not joking. We should be serious. So this is where we are. This is the reality we have to face. So he cannot raise a finger against corruption.
So waiting we think say go happen with this Baton Naji case now. Just as in don't resign, making just Uche Naji. As in don't resign, making just the go like that.
I say Bola Tinubu cannot raise a finger against him because of his own record. He is the father, he is the grandfather. He is the grandfather. Did you know did I put water in my mouth? The story I just told you now about Ibadan High School, Lagos High School, Chicago University, Chicago State University. Are these four things in the same? Ibadan High School, is it equivalent to Lagos High School? Chicago University, is it equivalent to Chicago State University?
Lagos College, I believe Lagos College will be here that. Okay, sir. All right. No, sir. You know the equivalents.
So that's it.
Okay, sir. All right, make we quickly enter inside the Nnamdi Kanu case. But before we enter then, make I quickly let Nigerians know, say, every Nigerian with the US. So everybody where they watch this page, they entitled to get 5% discount from Kenge Black Suya for the United States and free delivery. So if you're in the US, this is the moistiest, yummiest and juiciest suya you can have. They didn't pay me for this. It's not an advert. I am just helping a black brother to do his business. So I am not paid for this, just so you know. He's not a Nigerian, he's a Cameroonian. He was on the show on Sunday, and he can talk about how in the use making suya and why in suya are the best. And I hear about the suya and I make a call and say make it come, make we talk. Understanding saying be one of the people where they listen to our page. So if you're in the United States and you're from Precious Day in TV, he would offer you 5% discount and free delivery to your destination. And the suya is as cheap as any other suya where you go buy for US. So please make sure so I go buy and chop. Ogamanki, make we enter inside the Nnamdi Kanu case.
Yeah.
You know, say the case carry enter Wakago court today. For hear the case. Sake of say, in the ask, say, make them move and go Federal Medical Center, make it go change. They say in health. You know, you talk a lot of things, so they worry for health. No reveal them now. But today now, the NMA record, because then say the court may say make NMA do their own exclusive investigation concerning the health. NMA record no come out. So because of that, now the thing don't stall this thing. How you take Siam, the trial? How you take Siam? What's in they go on with Nnamdi? If you see that argument will be happening between the House of Rep member and the speaker, because of in case still, because the Rep member say a lot of people we don't do worse things or we don't get case like they don't day free. Why it be say they difficult to free Nnamdi Kanu? That now what's in the Rep member talk. Remember saying a treason trial in the face. Make I take your reaction, sir. See, let me say this straight to you. You see this Mazin Nnamdi Kanu case, is one dirty spot that Nigeria can never clean, particularly to the body of lawyers. In fact, Nigerian lawyers
have what it takes to shut down this country just because of this incident. But if the president,
How?
if the,
For person wanted to charge for treason.
you say what?
For person wanted to start charge for treason, how he contact
He has no business whatsoever. Go and ask Binta Yakubu. The day they moved that matter from that woman, that is the day she found rest. She found peace. I can tell you that that woman was restless because she was being used as legal guinea pig. That is what you call it, Binta Yakubu. See, let me tell you, every lawyer in Nigeria that is not ashamed of what is happening about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, something they questionable about his faculty upstairs. I'm telling you, it's a dark spot. It's a disgrace to every Nigerian what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. See, Nigeria is a member of the international community, and Nigeria is a party to several covenants. There is a concept of extraordinary rendition. I can tell you, my sister, without looking back, entire combined joint task force of military, Air Force, Navy combined to eliminate this young man so that he will not face his trial. Why was he in Binta Yakubu's court? It's still a mystery. It is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that will be able to explain how that attack on Faruku failed and he surfaced in Israel. It's a mystery till tomorrow. And any lawyer who opened his mouth to say that the court is not supposed to inquire into why they came to stop him, they came to kill him in his father's house, that he escaped, that they are arguing that he escaped justice, may Nigeria happen to that person.
Hey.
I don't talk. May Nigeria, God knows how he normally turn the hand of nature. Somebody can be having a ceremony somewhere, and God can command rain to rain and put a circle, and the circle where that person is having the ceremony, no drop of rain go reach there. It's a mystery that man cannot explain. God, who knows how water used to enter into coconut, clean water, may he organize and allow Nigeria, as presently constituted, to happen to anybody who is justifying what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May it happen to them and their family, so that they will know that.
You know, everybody when they talk about Nnamdi Kanu, they go talk say, "Oh, now because they be people." Now you, Shawore, na Yoruba man, you be Ogoni man. Now it is sick. You know, they also talk the same thing. Why you think? Say, why you think like this? Why you think towards because some people.
I hate injustice, and I hate more when law is used as instrument of injustice. I hate injustice.
So what's your take on the prescription of the IPOB? What's your
They
take
have
on the
no business.
The
they have federal government of Nigeria have no business holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 1 minute. 1 minute. Based on the concept of extraordinary rendition, he is not so nobody can try him. They know it. Even the you see, Fagbemi have been destroyed. The Attorney General, he have been no matter what he claimed to be. With what he did in Rivers State and with what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has been destroyed. His integrity has been destroyed as a lawyer. It does not stand any chance anywhere where reasonable people are talking about law. Nigeria has. It doesn't matter. It is of high nuisance value in the present circumstance. If he cannot tell Bola Tinubu the truth, then he is of high nuisance value and is the cause of the problem that is in this country. These are the people that are behind the destruction that is going on in Lagos. And they think that they are still fighting the civil war. They are wasting their time. I'm telling you. You saw what happened on the floor of the house there. This thing will get to a point that people are going to be united. I mean, this is a country that is protecting foreign bandits, recruiting them into the security services. Look, Nigeria, I don't want to use certain words, but any person that is supporting Nigeria as presently constituted, may Nigeria happen to that person. That's the best I can say. It's unfortunate.
But this one, wait, talk for
It's unfortunate, and I repeat, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no business being in any detention facility for 1 second. In the light of extraordinary rendition, which are cast a dark shade over the international integrity of Nigeria. Nigeria is not a serious nation. They can't talk in certain quarters. It's a shame to the legal profession. That's why people like Wike.
You're sure, sir? Because I don't know whether you hear what's in our first lady talk recently.
What did she say?
Say Nigeria, no, they corrupt. Say, make a plan for you. You know, sir, I like to do evidence, but before I play that evidence for you, make a quickly show you a video which surfaced some time ago. Bandits, then they use then they jolly on top of money we be say then collect for kidnapping. According to news we carrier, see them money we be say them pay.
Don't worry.
You know, stuff
when you finish this one, I will give you another shocking version.
Sir. So how is it that this insecurity now waiting in BC will just they help us about? We will not do anything about it. Just like you talk.
Yes.
Give them the foreign people. How come you let people where BC they threaten our sovereignty to continue to succeed? How are we helpless?
Let me tell you.
Sir?
Let me tell you. You can quote me.
Okay,
I insist that the present APC government is in alliance with terrorists. And it is this alliance they are relying on to suppress Nigeria in 2027. As we are talking, these foreigners are killing Nigerians, raping our women, chasing them from their... Did you hear of the recent one that Nigerians are escaping to Cameroon? That the gendarmes were escorting them across the border? That is...
As I talk to you, I get video of Southern Kaduna women, who all of them rob black for their body, go protest for the palace of their king. Say they need to do again, the killing. Say
that's it.
Now cry, reach that palace. And that one I want for Enugu State for your backyard.
Yes.
We're no far from River State. We hear say particular local government for Enugu State. Now so themselves then go there, kill people. People don't run from their
you
houses.
See what is going to happen?
Yes. One village in states too. We've been hear that news.
Yes. All that needs to happen. For Nigerians, I told you of my recent experience in River State here, in very close to Port Harcourt. That story I told you about my encounter with the headsmen.
Yes, you said so.
These things are not, they are not framing stories, they are realities. See, let me tell you. You see this thing that's going on. Until Nigerians get up and we unite across and turn against our politicians, these people can be wiped out of Nigeria in one week. I am telling you the gospel truth.
So if you talk like this now, people go to say, oh, now because they will hate our politicians. So let's be clear. Is it that we hate our politicians, or we hate the way they handle the things, especially as it concerns lives?
They hate themselves. The Nigerian politicians hate themselves. Have you heard of any foreign politicians stealing the amount of money that Nigerian politicians are stealing, and they are investing it in a foreign land? Have you heard? It's only here you hear such nonsense. I mean, in River State here, let me shock you. When Rotimi Amechi was the governor here, you know, he was on political exile in Ghana. Rotimi Amechi brought one vibrant educational idea that made River State the world book capital. I don't mean Nigerian book capital, world book capital.
World book
yes.
Capital. Yes.
When Wike came to office, what made River State the world book capital, Wike knew it. He went and destroyed it. You've heard of the name Ambassador Nekrubo, Model Secondary School. Have you heard the name?
Of course, I know Nekrubo now. Yes.
He went and closed down that Model Secondary School and handed over the entire facility to Navy.
She was Nigeria's ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago, I think, at some point, right?
They named that Model Secondary School after her to honor her. When Wike came to office, He went straight and closed down that school and hand over the entire land to Navy. He thinks that Nigerians are fools. He said he closed down the foreign scholarship. He said that there's no money in River State. That the Amechi was wasting money, sending people abroad, this, that, wasting money on modern secondary school. That courses like law, medicine, and the rest of them, that they can study them here. After all that noise, he now sent his own son to go and read law in England with the taxpayers' money. He said recently that his father was a manager of several companies. I challenge him. He's a liar. He should mention one company that his father was a manager. There's no one.
Sir, you're speaking about the Honorable Minister, sir, and our former governor.
I said no one. The father was never a manager of any company. Let him mention the plantation that his father handed over to him, that he inherited, apart from looting our commonwealth. He's a lawyer like me. What are we talking here? Are we playing? When our future is being burnt and destroyed by lousy politicians in the name of lawyers, and we are keeping quiet. Am I waiting for the day it will get to my table to be slaughtered? Then I will talk. Then I'm an idiot. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Then I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. I turned 55 years yesterday. I turned 55 years. I spent some time here. I've seen things. My father never went to school. He died a millionaire. He did not owe anybody 10 kobo. He told us the day he died, we should bury him that same day. He died on the Wednesday, we buried him on the Thursday. He said nobody should put him inside mortuary, nobody should embalm him. It is his money we used to bury him. With all the money we contributed from London to Nigeria, we did not use 10 kobo to bury him. That's my father. He was not educated. So what nonsense are we talking about here? Celebrating lousiness, celebrating wickedness, celebrating lack of integrity. What are we doing here? What is my education for if he cannot challenge injustice?
But if Wike was that bad, why Una for River State vote for him for 2 times?
Nobody voted for him.
The state. Why?
Nobody voted for him. He's a master strategist in evil. Can you imagine a single man seeking to take over the entire treasury of a state? And that is what he used Tinubu to achieve through the Supreme Court. And a day of judgment is coming for them. They should not worry. Let me give you a shocking story. Just permit me. Do you know the genesis of what led to Ekweremadu being jailed in London? Do you know it?
The kidney, saga.
Ekweremadu, during the 7th National Assembly, he was the Deputy Senate President. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
That was the time that Bill Gates smuggled in this National Health Act that have legalized the exploitation of our organs. All Nigeria, as we are, as I am, our organs have been sold out to. Because the portion that anchor on Helsinki Declaration that say your organ cannot be taken without your consent has been removed from that law. So a chief medical director in any medical facility you enter can order that they should remove your organ and nobody can question it. That is the state of the law till now that I'm talking to you. Who passed it? It was Ekweremadu, Ngige, and Okowa sat on his. Both of them sat side by side with him during the public hearing. There is one Dr. Philip Njemanze of the Catholic Foundation. He's a medical doctor. He came to that public hearing and he challenged them, particularly Ekweremadu, who was the chairman. He challenged him and told him that this evil that you people are imposing on Nigerians, he told Ekweremadu specifically that you will be the first victim. He just said that into the air. He just said that into the air, and time passed. Ekweremadu daughter, Sonia, was to do her master's at, what's the name of this British university? I've forgotten the name of that university. It was to do...
It's inconsequential right now. Let's go ahead.
So suddenly from nowhere, Sonia developed kidney problem. Ekweremadu became desperate and was looking for help. You know, when somebody is in crisis, he does not respect where he will poo-poo.
Yeah.
He was desperate. He had to contact one Dr. Obinna Obeta who was a medical doctor, and they had to scout out for somebody who can donate kidney to the daughter. They came to Lagos and they went to one working site and were able to talk to one who was doing a job in one site like that, convince him how much money they will pay to him, or why he's living with one of his kidney, haven't donated one to Ekweremadu's daughter, and all want to know how they will take care of him. The young man agreed. Do you see how God works?
That means they already don't take. That means before this young boy Saga, they already don't get one particular transplant for her or one kidney for her before. Is that what you're saying?
No. When that kidney, no, I mean the young man now, they were making this promise on the fact that he's going to live with only one kidney. Do you understand? Because when he will not donate one of his kidney, he will live on only one. So all these promises were against the background that don't worry, even though you are going to live with one kidney, haven't donated one to Sonia, you will enjoy, you will do this, you will do this. You see how God works. God made them desperate to forget carrying out compatibility tests in Nigeria before moving the young man to London. Further to that,
how do you carry someone for transplants without compatibility
that
tests?
Is how God frustrated them. Listen to me now, there's more to it. Do you know what happened before they moved this young man? Because based on the what do you call it, Modern Slavery Act in London, you don't sell organ. Do you understand? It is usually on altruistic foundation.
Yes,
so the person must be a relation. This young man, Ekweremadu, they forge and lie that he's a cousin to the daughter, this stranger. And that is what they use to conduct interview, to get visa and everything. They cannot change those facts again. So when this young man they now went to Royal Free Hospital in London to carry out compatibility tests before they will do the transplant. They realized that they don't match. Immediately, Ekweremadu set up, tell Dr. Obinna to look for another person, and they were now planning to send the young man back to Nigeria. When the young man realized that this is their plan, he now reported to the security agents in Britain. The whole camp of worm became exposed.
How you take notice? How you get this information, sir? Not vex because now waiting a lot of.
It's all over the internet. Just type Dr. Philip Njemanze versus Ekweremadu. Just type it. In fact, don't worry, I will shock you. You know what? When this camp of worm became exposed, they wrote what we call 51 allocutus. Allocutus is when people want to present your good side that will make the balance of justice to tilt in your favor. They wrote, Obasanjo wrote, House of Rep wrote, who and who in Nigeria wrote allocutus on behalf of Ekweremadu. 51. Even priest wrote. The judge told Ekweremadu, I will not let you go. He said, I can't quote him directly, but he said, the clinical need of Sonia cannot be satisfied on the altar of the exploitation of somebody who is in poverty.
We saw that quote that time. We saw that quote at that time. Yes, we saw
that is the foundation. That is the judge. Finally, Ekweremadu ended in British jail. The wife ended in British jail. The daughter was spared. The daughter, his own career has come to an end. Because during investigation, they found that Ekweremadu, apart from all these lies that this boy is a cousin to which they exposed, they realized that Ekweremadu paid £8,000 to that doctor, which was a business transaction, and they don't sell kidney. So he was caught in that's where law works. You see all this nonsense they are doing in Nigeria. One day, can't you see, Wike has suddenly become dumb and deaf. He can't talk again. Because law is working in the US. He can't talk again. They were praying saying that his wife is a British, is an American. His two children are Americans. He can't talk again. Because law is working there. How can a wife who is a sitting court or appeal judge get money? How much money? That's fraud. It is our money.
No, they said that the wife, he said that the wife, Instead of the wife family buy the property.
They will investigate.
Their daughter and
Listen. Forget about all the church they do here. They will investigate. He will produce them. Governor who cannot tar the road to his deputy's place when he was in office is the one that is relations with what's the relationship between him and the father? We are joking here. So I've been praying one prayer. I adopt the prayer of Dr. Philip Njemanze against our ruiners in this country. That's my prayer for them. I adopt that prayer. You see, this is our future they are ruining. They are toiling with. They are gambling with. May God call. That's the prayer I made about River State. You see, I watched a dramatic scene one day on Nature Wild Channel, wherein one wild animal was caught by crocodile. I'm sure you have seen that documentary. And the animal was struggling. All his siblings have abandoned it and were waiting at the shore, watching at what was going to happen. You know what God did? God used 2 hippopotamus that was far away, who were watching at what was going on when they could not stomach it. Those 2 hippopotamus advanced in their ferocity and they pushed that animal with the crocodile on the shore. And the crocodile became threatened and abandoned that animal and run into the water. That is what God will do to our ruiners in this country. What our political class are doing to Nigerians is satanic. If you know the volume of wealth that God put in this country, other nations are accusing God for being so kind to Nigeria. I'm telling you, the wealth that is in this country alone, nobody is supposed to be poor. But poor people cannot be eliminated though, because no matter how much you pay them, because their mindset is not developed to a certain level, they will crash back. But majority of Nigerians would have been stable. But our leaders are wicked.
All right.
So that's my prayer for them.
Nigerians are waiting to jump in on this conversation.
Yes.
Yes, so Nigerians not waiting to jump in on the conversation. But I ask you a question.
Yes.
Why you think it is impossible for us to protect our sovereignty in terms of security? Why is it impossible? Reason I ask you this one is because almost every day would hear call of one attack or the other. As I talk to you right now, we just hear say armed bandits abduct at least 30 people during an attack inside Zamfara village. It just this one around yesterday, 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Happened yesterday. And it comes out. I never finished, no vex.
Okay.
And then the other day we hear say they attack last month, then be attack Kwara State military this thing. Collect, they are going about 30,000 rounds of ammunition. Now they collect from our military. And some assault rifles, now they collect from them. Just today, the other day, 5 or 6 days ago or a week ago, we see them here. They cry. Now then be this. They cry, they sing to their palace. All of them wear black and black, rub black about their body. White, say they fight, say the Fulani headsmen, armed headsmen or armed militias. The Fulani militias, they attack don't too much. They don't to kill them. They don't to worry them for their farms. So how all these things them still use they impossible for our security to handle, and how government no fits understand how to use handle, because this is not about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm sorry to say, it started before him. In fact, it started with Boko Haram, with Jonathan, and then during Buhari's tenure, it come get different branches from Boko Haram to bandits to different ones. Now it still continue with President Tinubu. So what do we do?
You see, let's face the facts, right?
Okay, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Right.
They talk, sir.
Let's face the facts. The fact is this.
Okay, sir.
What is happening in this country presently, touching insecurity,
yes, sir,
is deliberately created by this APC government. Quote me. Quote me.
How?
Quote me. Quote me.
Boko Haram started APC power now.
Wait. They are in alliance with them. They are in alliance with them. They are in alliance with them. Yes. There are 2 principles. There are 2 principles that this government is working on: alliance with terrorists and alliance with imperialists. These are the 2 principles that this government is working with. I can prove it to anybody.
That
I
is
have facts.
imperialist. So you both them.
You say what?
How are they aligning with imperialists?
See, let me tell you. I told you I did my research work on the legal framework for environmental management in Nigeria, the petroleum industry in focus. I can tell anybody from my wildest dream that Nigeria has what it takes in terms of manpower, in terms of resources to refine her crude oil locally for the benefit of Nigeria. Nigeria has no business howsoever, importing a drop of refined product into this country. Do you understand me? We have all the text to be self-sufficient, but there are criminal minds who have insisted to impoverish Nigerians. The moment poverty disappears, our political charlatans will no longer be relevant. What is causing this is fight to become relevant, to remain relevant. That is what is causing this, nothing more than that. What makes them relevant is the wickedness they are imposing on Nigeria.
Okay.
And I am waiting for that day. I've said this some time ago that I'm prepared to burn my wig and gown as a symbolic gesture to demonstrate my anger or dissatisfaction with the way things are going in this country. And some people say, see, without law, I can survive. There are a lot of lawyers. I've seen poor lawyers. There are a lot of poor lawyers. If you close court one day, they will die. It's very unfortunate. It's just like you go to the university, you see lecturers who are sleeping with our sisters, offering grades, exploiting students, collecting money. You will hear that professor is coming on so day. Postgraduate student will contribute money. Madness. There are a lot of nonsense going on here. A lot of nonsense going on here. That's why people will have PhD, they have masters, and they come to beg to apply. Their mind is not trained to create jobs. What nonsense are we doing here? So I insist. You see this imperialist policy of saying that the policy of the economic policy of Tinubu will bring results in 10 to 15 years. That's imperialist policy.
The World Bank just say the policies they work, but it's just that
it's working in their country. It's working in their country where it's borrowing money from.
Then talks about but 100.
It's working where they are borrowing their money. It is working in their country where they are borrowing money from, not here. And until Nigerians are prepared to do a revolt, Danjuma said it a long time ago that if you are depending on the Nigerian security to save you, we will all die one by one. They are working side by side with these terrorists. See, one day, Akpabio will use voice vote to declare Nigeria Islamic State. Mark what I'm telling you, a terrorist state. Mark it up. If they can use voice vote to replace two-third majority, just to foist the nonsense that is in River State. See, you may not be a lawyer. You don't know the constitutional consequences of what I'm talking about. You don't know the consequences of what I'm talking about. The Constitution said two-third majority, and then somebody sat in Senate and said they should do voice vote. You see, Akpabio, the day of his judgment, only God knows what will happen. The day of his judgment for what he did in River State, the day of his judgment, those who don't know, they will cry for nothing. But he knows, wherever he is, he knows that he cannot escape the long hand of nature. I'm telling you.
Okay. All right. We get plenty. I get plenty questions what I still want to ask,
Right.
but time don't go. So it go good. Make we just let Nigerians into the conversation and make it not be like saying that only us nine they talk. But just before we go, before I open phone lines, a lot of people talk say the APC they agitated and they unsettled over the likelihood of Goodluck Jonathan contesting. And another, a civil society organization don't berate northern leaders and Nigerian politicians totally. Say why they know the fit focus on security with the worry that people now instead of 2027. Say people they die for the states, then people they die for the country. When they look at 2027, they say an insult to the people then when they die. Make I take your reaction to that, and especially the legal angle to why it thinks say the Tinubu team feel unsettled concerning Jonathan contesting possibility to contest for 2027.
Well, I'm very sorry to disappoint you. I have lost faith in the law in Nigeria.
So anything can
anything
happen anytime.
Anytime. See, let me tell you. You see the distinction, the power of law is that, for instance, if you are feeling dizzy and you know that is a sign of malaria, and then you go to conduct a test and they tell you it's malaria, you'll be comfortable. If you leave that first lab, you go to second lab, the person tell you saying a typhoid you get. Then you leave that lab, you go, I leave that lab, the second lab, I now go to the third lab, they tell me saying a cancer I get. I won't get to the fourth lab when I will die. Because there's a way the body reacts to such information. That means uncertainty.
I can imagine.
The moment
as the thing they come, yes, your body part will die before the risk sickness kill you.
That is it. So the moment, and that's the power of law, that certainty, which is the principle of stare decisis. The moment that principle is overturned, like what is happening in Nigeria now, anything can happen. If not, if we're in a country where law rules by section 137 sub 1, it says that nobody can hold the office of the president more than 2 times. That if you don't become president, they don't vote you, you become president 2 times, that you can no longer become. And section 137 sub 3 says, if something happened, and then one person complete the tenure of another person, that it will not be counted against him as if he has completed his full term, because he was not elected, he just completed somebody's tenure. Of course, we are aware that a federal high court and a court of appeal has heard that in the past, even though they are trying to tinker with the provision of the constitution to amend it. They can't amend the law to take retroactive position against Jonathan. 2010, when Jonathan became president.
It doesn't have anything to do with. It doesn't have anything to do with him swearing an oath of office twice, because I'm not looking at it.
No. It's not.
They talk and say don't take oath of office twice, so you know if you take again. Now it is some quarters they talk. Did you hear me, sir? Oh, since we don't have your video, we can't even tell if we have you or we don't have you anymore. Because I mean, some quarters they talk saying that because of say, you don't take oath of office twice now, so we can't really tell if he's eligible to contest again or not. Well, let's open phone lines quickly, because I know say Nigerians on the worry made them enter the conversation. Oga Manchi, they hear me? Manki. Oga, sir, you hear me? Network don't come again. Oh, this is our village people network. Oh, they don't come again. Oh, okay. Let's hope that he can rejoin us very quickly while we sort that out. Because all right. So for everybody where they watch this show, we be say on a day for inside United States of America, you can go and take yourself out. Just chillax more. You can, if you're in Nigeria, you can try buy for person. Not every time we abroad people they send money to now for Nigeria. Nigerians send something to abroad people. Order for this year and send to someone around you. And remember that delivery is free and you get 5% discount from us. And this is not just hype, but his suya is amazing. And for those who they talk to the suya, not get onion and what did they call them? Onion and yaji. The yaji is packaged separately. And of course, it's also roasted or grilled with yaji inside. You can see the yaji particles there. So it's grilled with yaji. Right. So, but it is packaged separately so that because they will deliver them to you. Delivery is free across the United States. All the states of the United States are free. And this here is moist, lovely. I hear it's tasty. You can see how juicy you already they look. And this is free. It is not a paid advert. So before you go think, say I don't collect money, not be paid advert. I am just helping a brother who's in business. So if you're somewhere around the United States, please kindly call him up on 469-678-245. 469-678-245. 6245. I mean, I'm correct. 469-678-6245. Call him up, send him a WhatsApp message, call him to buy, and you get 5% discount from us here on Precious Uni TV and free delivery to anywhere you are in the US. Unfortunately, you need it. You know, reach UK, no vex. You see, you're not reach UK. They say because of some food control policy, or so, you know, if you reach UK. But to US, you get it absolutely free, and it is very yummy. Very, very nice. And what I like about it is how neat it is. It is very, very neat. It is done in a very neat environment. So you can see how neat he is. It is neatly done, and you know, so you did sure of the hygiene we be say they prepared of. So kindly call him up and then make that happen. Okay, so we could go back to our conversation. I don't know whether Ogamanchi, I'll make a look whether I could try join us again for the very last time, so that Nigerians go fit ask them questions, because I know say a lot of people go get questions. So if you say then go ask Ogamanchi, but phone lines are open. We could begin take on our calls and on our reaction for the conversation we be say we don't get today. Okay, all right. Hey, Omo, today it's been a packed day. All right, so I have just pasted the details to join the show, and it's pinned on the comment section. So kindly follow the link ready for the comment section. Make it enter inside the studio to join us for the conversation. All right, okay. Yeah, I see your messages. I see your messages. I appreciate you. Hey, you see, make order for my girl. Is that Precious? Oga, you see everything? Precious. Oga order for your girl. Who be Oga? Kelechi, Holito. I am not Oga. Holito, I'm not going to be Oga. Hold it. All right, phone lines are open quickly. Let's begin to take your calls and reactions for everything we be say Oga Manchi don't talk. Make I know waiting on a think for the things and we be say he don't talk, while I try to reach him again to hear from him. Make it give us in parting shot and in final thoughts. And this will be the first time we'll get Oga join us inside the studio. We'll make sure so we'll bring him on again and again and again and again, so that he will continue to join us to talk. As to talk, I'm here, we will continue to speak for the growth and development of our country. We know we'll stop to talk, because when we stop to talk, now we will start to die. In fact, when they talk, we'll see they die. When we can't stop to talk, how will go die rich? How many will go remain? So let's continue to speak, so that our country, one day, it will reach that place we say we want them today. Because at the end of the day, good evening, sir. Sorry, I thought to check on you. It'd be like Senator good to you out, sir. Sorry. Okay, sir. But if it doesn't work out, please let us know. We'll call you here, and then so that you can hear people out as they want to speak to you. All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. All right, then. Thank you, sir. Okay. Hello, good evening, and welcome.
Hello, Precious.
Sir?
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome, sir.
Yes. My name is Sammy. I'm calling from the United States.
You're welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Yes. I want to speak to Mandy Nandekano's case.
Okay, go ahead.
And then just not going on country at the moment.
All right, so go ahead, please.
Now, the governors of the Southeast are to blame for why the man is being held in custody now. Because like the case of Imo State, a lot of killings has gone on in that area, and he's ready to stop all of those killings. So that's why they don't want him out. It's sad that till tomorrow, no Southeastern leader has come up to speak against this incarceration of Master Kano. You know, and then again, about the killings that's happening in Nigeria right now at the moment, all of it get towards 2027. And I don't know if this will, help. In the next election, Peter Obi is not going to get any vote in Lagos. He's not getting any vote in the Southeast. Why? Because, like Port Harcourt, for instance, it's been rigged already. Wike has done the groundwork for APC. Fubara is just there as a figurehead governor, working in PDP, working for APC, just like his master, Wike. So, Obi is not going to get any vote in Lagos, for instance. And what happened in Imo State, where Obi got 27 local governments without opposition, that's what's going to happen in Lagos. They're going to ensure that nothing like Peter Obi comes out. It's a sad reality, but that's what's going to happen. Do you understand? So, if Nigerians are ready, want to take the bull by the horns and ensure that all of these interests doesn't take place anymore. And the new president coming from to replace Mahmoud Yakubu, It's going to do worse than that. The sad reality, I'm sorry to say.
So if people don't vote for an opposition in a particular state, would we have had an election?
Ask Tinubu now. Ask Tinubu. Because what's going to happen? Look at the local election that took place in Lagos the other time. You know, first time there were no voters because that's a strong, the strong labor, area.
Yes.
They didn't allow voters to come out to vote. They were suppressed. They were oppressed. Okay. Yet the governor came out and Olu came out to say in the previous meeting that the election was free and fair. So we don't have elections.
Okay, sir. I'll call you back, sir.
It's just a point and rule.
Okay. All right.
So no it's a sad situation of finance and moms and cannot represent that in that yourself.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. Ogamanki, the line no agree you enter again. I don't share the line now. My village people no agree make the line work, make anybody call again, Abi. Make you enter again. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. We'll go talk anyhow when they try to stop us, we'll go talk from another end. So it's okay. Go ahead, sir. So you were wrapping up your thoughts when I asked you, when I interrupted you.
Yeah.
So we'll still talk about the killings for Southern Kaduna, for everywhere, the banditry, the all of those things.
Yes.
And you talk about some influences. I want to talk about how those influences will use persist beyond the will of us, of our people and our leaders.
You see, like Tinubu, when he was governor of Lagos State, he told Jonathan that the ball
stops in his court. Absolutely.
When you are talking about insecurity.
Yes, sir.
So there are issues you cannot shift. You can't shave in absentia. Or be in the barber shop or anywhere where they will need to shave you physically. There's nothing like digital. No, you have to be physically present.
All right, sir. Okay, make a quick.
When Jonathan was there, Jonathan has opened up to 10 Nigerians.
Okay.
How he contacted foreigners and they were to round up the people who took up the Chibok girls. When people like Buhari were the people who came up against him, even this Tunde Bakare and the rest of them, they're people who occupy Nigeria. What has happened to occupy Nigeria? Have you asked that question? Where are those that occupy Nigeria? Did they go on the United Nations Emergency Short-Term Service? Where are they? Where are the church people? Where are the Tunde Bakare? Where are the Tunde Braithwaite? Where is Wole Soyinka? Where is Farana? Where are they? You now realize that it was an ethnic card they were playing. And they were playing side by side. They didn't exploited the church through regime. That's the same thing that's happening now. Look at all the rubbish that Tinubu was saying that they are not going for the wealth of Nigeria and that they are already wealthy. Look at what is going on. And then they now want to take over the whole country and impose tax. You know, they hear that they want to tax harlots to people who are being forced into. It's unfortunate. And until Nigeria, see, the power is in our hand. The power is in our hand. I don't do bottles. I don't do women. But there are some absurdities going on here that when we say enough is enough, we will end this nonsense.
But how do we say enough is enough? But before you respond to that, make I quickly take this caller because person on the line, we want to ask a question. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Thank you very much. Hello, Precious, for having me. Good evening.
Thank you. Good evening. Please remind us your name and where you're coming from. Okay, yes, good.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Joe. I'm calling you from Austria.
You're welcome, sir.
To the gentleman in the studio, look, I appreciate you. Really, look, you're fantastic. I watched you from the beginning to this hour. And I want to say that you speak the art of many people from that country, Nigeria, also outside. And I appreciate you for that. You being a lawyer, coming out plainly speak or spoke the way you did this evening, I was amazed that a lawyer who is being seen as a corrupt human being in Nigeria can stand up front and speak to the truth. I appreciate you. I thank you so much. I also have another question for the viewers, especially our brothers who are always speaking about Nnamdi Kanu, who has been illegally detained in the country, who is undergoing serious problems at the moment with the Nigerian justice or the failed justice system. I only have one question for you all. Your wish is that Nigerian come out to protest, Nigerian come out to speak to the government, that this great man who is illegally adopted in Nigeria should be released. I think that is the wish of every Biafrans or Biafrans followers. But I want to ask you a question, my Biafrans brothers. If the Nigerian citizens want to come out to protest against their government, just like we heard from this lawyer, and our Igbo brothers decided to stay back, what gave you guys the right to wish that Nigerians should come out to fight for this great man? That is my question. I would like to hear from our Igbo because I will be listening to the comments and the telephone call.
Are you saying this because they refused to participate during the End Bad Governance protest?
Absolute. You want that we, of which I am ready, I believe, because it's an injustice what they are doing to him. Many people from diasporas believe that. But anytime we promote on the general against this bad government in the country, our Eastern brothers, they always come out to say we are not participating.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll let them respond. Thank you so much. But but the few things I don't hear, I think I remember that period very well when they were saying that because they were victimized just after the 2023 election because of the Peter Obi factor for Lagos State, and if anything happened, then join the election as they use arrest those underage children for what did they call them for North. Now the Igbo people nine them for use show EG, for example. That's what most of them were saying. That's one of the reasons why they stay out, because they don't want made them use them do example. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
Sir, you're welcome. Please remind us your name, where you're calling from, and go straight to your question.
Yeah, my name is Chuks, calling from United Kingdom.
You're welcome, Chuks. Go ahead.
Yeah, again, I wish to use this opportunity to thank the lawyer. You know, I know I've spoken with him before. You know, the day I talked about the electoral reform, and
it is not this lawyer you spoke to. It was I think Barrister Kine.
Keep bringing them.
It was Barrister Kine, Barrister Monkey. You know Barrister Kine, right? It was your colleague Barrister Kine. He spoke to. Yes. So this is a different lawyer, even though they are both River States, from River States.
I remember on that day, I blamed Nigerian lawyers, you know, their body, you know, for not doing the needful.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So for a second lawyer to come out and say it again, you will know that our problem today is the NBA. If the NBA says today, look, this is not how judgment is supposed to be. And they go on strike. The judges will sit up. The judges will sit up. Nobody can stop them. But you see lawyers, they go to TV station, even when, for example, Labour want to have a protest or something like this, you hear lawyer coming on television to tell us they don't have the right. And these are senior lawyers. Okay? So, thank you, the lawyer. Keep bringing them because they are good. Yeah, somebody asked a question about the Igbos. Why are they not coming out?
Absolutely.
And I want to give him my honest answer.
Go ahead, please.
Okay? Okay. Where was the person during the 2023 election, before the 2023 election, when MC Olumo, or whatever he's called, said no Igbo should come out? Where was he? Did he come out and protest that time? There's a lot of things. You see, I keep saying this. When it's happening to another person, we say it is not us. I can remember the quote of Haile Selassie, right? He said, today is Ethiopia. Tomorrow, it might be your turn. And within 6 years, he made that prediction. The World War came. And they used that word to say, when they come for me, when they come for the Jewish, I wasn't Jewish, so I didn't do anything. When they come for the Gentiles, I didn't do anything because I wasn't Gentile. But when they come for me, who is going to be there for me? So let him not come and blame the Igbos. He had 2020 NSAS was blamed on the Igbos. Where was he? So you want them to come out again? All this building they're knocking down in Lagos. Where is this person?
So you feel saying that because of that accusation of NSAS, Igbo's involvement for NSAS and all that, the spillover, and I make the majority demolition.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Would you be there? Because once they pick you, see, many people have been released since then, but the Igbos, they are still there. There are many that is still there from the NSAS. If you don't know, let him just contact some of these lawyers. They will tell him. Without any evidence that they did what they're charging them. So when we talk about the Igbos, you got to learn how to live where you are not wanted. That's what the Igbos are doing. If he's been in that condition, I guess, look at what is happening. Sunday Igboho, they release him. Shawore, they release him. The bandits, they're releasing them. So what happens with the Igbos? Does that not tell him that the Igbos are special cases? They are.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me speak to someone else. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hello, good evening and welcome. Oga Monkey, Barrister Monkey, you're taking note of the expression so that you can react appropriately. Yes, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening, Precious. My name is Kingsley. I'm calling from Ohio.
You're welcome, Kingsley. Go ahead. Kingsley, don't buy my suya. Kingsley, try buy my suya.
I don't collect the number. I go call them.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I do one listing, but that the guy that called and said Igbos this, Igbos that. You see, this is see finish, you know, and when you, every time they're talking about, for me, I'm Igbo, but the thing is now doing me something. Like I'm feeling somehow about all this Igbo here, Igbo there, Igbo there, Igbo here. Every time Igbo everywhere, you know. So for that man to come out to say that why Igbos rejected to join the protest last time, they are called for protest. Like the last caller said, 2020 NSAS, the Igbos joined because they not Igbos from the southeast, Igbos that live everywhere they live, they joined the protest. But Igbos properties are the one they destroy more. Like in Abuja, they destroy a lot of car stand belongs to Igbos, and that has nothing to do with the protest. And the protest started from Ueli, the brutal killing of a young man by the police in a palace. So at the end of the day, which people that took the blames? The Igbos, you know, and it's not today. 1953, the Igbos at the airport, after Araba, they killed Igbos at the airport from after Tony and Inero called for independence. They killed the Igbos at the airport in Kano. So a lot of things, 1967, the same thing. They begin to kill them, you know. So Igbos we are now they now begin to see us as flies. You can kill at any time, you know. But I want to tell them one thing. I want to say one thing about Nigeria. It's getting to everybody now because the way the terrorists are marching down to the sea. According to Usman Danfodo Prede, what he said they will dip the Quran at the sea. They are getting to Kwara. They're already in Kwara. The next night will be the sea, and the sea is there. So what is going to end is to tribal civil war is coming to Nigeria. Let them not be deceived.
No.
Nobody should be because
no. You know, go use this channel talk about the predictor.
Okay, sorry for the but this is where it's going to because people are dying every day. People are dying every day, and nobody's talking anything about it. All they are saying that Igbo this, Igbo that, Nnamdi Kanu this, Nnamdi Kanu that. If you go back, Nnamdi Kanu said this thing 13 years ago. And he did a protest in London 13 years ago. And this thing is still relevant today. And it's getting worse. Look at these soldiers, terrorists collecting ammunition from. Do you know that gun they took away from soldiers 2 days ago? That's anti-aircraft now. It's anti-aircraft so that they can shoot down aircraft now. They have the so all these things now is getting out of hand. So they are still calling a Igbo. 95. Last week they still last two weeks ago. Last month they found out that there are 93 Igbo people in prison in Kaduna. Igbo. And one guy here, comment section, his name is Howdy, or what they call his name. I don't know where he's living. These are people loving Nigeria from outside. Everybody that in abroad want to come back. We love Nigeria. We spend our money to come back to Nigeria. But Nigeria is no more safe for anybody. And this one is here. This is no more politics. People
are entitled to their opinion. People are entitled to their opinion. And they're entitled to the way they want to see their own perception. They're entitled to the way they see Nigeria.
But when you want to, that's an opinion you want to present. You have to present with empathy and compassion. These are human beings, helpless people in their village, living their normal life, and people are killing them, burning them. Nobody's saying anything. And when you want to say something, they will like you. It become your problem. The roads are not free, they are not safe anymore. I see governors building airports everywhere. So they have the money to fly. For a poor man to buy ticket now, about 300,000 to buy one ticket. Understand? So all these things now, so road journey is not meant for, it's like risky.
Thank you.
See, but when these are human beings killing human being every day. Ukraine, they've not killed up to what they killed in Nigeria since 2015 till now in Ukraine that have complete war.
Thank you.
They're killing people every day. 57, 20, 200 human beings. Thank you, Freshers. It will get to everybody if we don't take it up.
All right. Thank you. Take care. All right, sir. Ogamanki, make I let you react to some of these things where people don't talk about.
All right. Okay. Right. The first question I'm going to ask, which is going to hit across the bar, is this. For these are brethren who are outside, perhaps they don't lose out, but I'm going to give them a legal perspective.
Okay.
Do you know why, despite your religion, despite your color, despite your ethnic affiliation or whatever, you are living where you are living, doing what you are doing peacefully, is because law prevails. That's why, as I don't do bottles. I don't do women. I can live when I was in university, I live with Gambians who are Muslims. We live together. When they travel, I stay in their house in Southwater for protection purpose. We respect one another's religion. Religion of somebody is not my problem because I understand it.
But we have been living together now. It hasn't been a problem. So why did it become suddenly a problem?
The question I want to ask is this: is that what changed my life was the 7 years I spent in Calabar. That's where I did my university. Substantially during break period, I don't go home.
Okay.
I was doing a research between the Yorubas and the Igbos. I spent time. After about 7 years, I came to a concept of what I call the political calculus of Nigeria.
Political what?
The political calculus of Nigeria. The principle behind the political calculus, which I have realized and I stand by it, is that anybody that is from the former Eastern region, irrespective of their ethnic affiliation, beyond the River Niger, you are seen and treated as an Igbo.
But why the hate, though? Why does that treatment come with some sort of disdain or hate or animosity?
Now, this is another bombshell that I will throw. You see, Igbo has a limitation age over it. I think it was Erikiwa who said it. that no evil done by man to man can go unpunished. If not challenged by man, it is certainly by God. If not now, certainly later. Because the victory of or the triumph of evil over good can only be temporary. And I agree with him. If you study history, you will know that there is a long hand of justice. No matter, look at that story of Equilibrium I was telling you.
Yes.
Look, the British court went to the extent they know about his property scattered around the world and how much foreign currency is coming into his account per year.
Yes, that was when we heard about all his properties.
Come on. But this is somebody that I have it on good record that they gave him money to fix road in the East. These guys are wicked. I'll tell you that without looking back. So one thing is sure, and that is what I want to speak to those who are outside Nigeria. See, let me tell you, you will make no meaning if you are hanging there and all your people that are killed. You heard that your people that are being killed. Look, that's why I told you that there's an alliance between this APC government and the terrorists. Abacha said it, that any insurrection that lasts more than 24 hours, know that the hand of the government is in it. Outside God, the most powerful instrument or institution under the earth is government. That's why nobody can fight government. That's it.
Yes. So they
but
say.
We have criminal minds here who have decided to exploit the people in wickedness. And all we need is to be united. Let me address that our brother who said that the Igbo did not join the last protest.
Yes.
It is the realization of this concept of political calculus that led the Igbos to head back. Most of the people that Wike instigated their arrest in Port Harcourt here, they are in northern prison till now.
They are in the north. Why northern prison?
In Toyibo and the rest of them. And that and what Wike does not understand is that you cannot sell your community and those you betray your community to withdraw you. At the end of the day, he will carry his 2-1 on it. That's why he's buying houses abroad. Why is he not buying house here? These guys, they are brainless. They are not thinking. They are not thinking. So I can tell you for free, I was here when Donald Trump came to office first. People who demonstrated on the Port Harcourt in Port Harcourt here, I saw young people being shot dead by security agents in Port Harcourt here, just for expressing solidarity with Trump. There is a pathological hatred against the Igbos. They can't understand how they survived the 20 pounds syndrome. And today they are controlling the Nigerian
So
economy.
you think that's why they hate Igbos? Because I wanted to understand why the hatred, really.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery that they cannot understand. But for all the money that the Fulani have stolen, how far? That is still the capital of poverty in this nation.
But then the Igbo leaders themselves, are they also helping issues? Because then themselves too, they know even they help, they develop themselves.
Issues. You see, their political leaders are the most deceitful human beings I've seen. You see, who's Okalu? Who brought Abia State down? Ekpeyazu, who brought Abia State down? God also raised another Igbo man, the person of Oti, whom I call the father of modern revolution, creative revolution. That's how I call him, the father of creative revolution. Upon all the nonsense that our professors are doing, waiting like vultures to be recruited as electoral validators, we have Nena Oti, who show that being a professor is of honor and value and of serious validity. So we can't throw away our hope.
All right, sir. So
all we need to do is that we need to unite against this our ruiners, because within their circle, religion does not matter.
All right, sir.
Ethnicity does not matter.
So now we be the poor people. We the poor people now. We they hate each other along ethnic and tribal lines.
So until we realize that all this killing, it is the poor. So we must rise up against these our people who are torn against us.
All right, sir.
And that's the political Biafra.
All right,
They are our
sir.
enemies.
All right, sir. Make I quickly go back to the phone lines because they call me plenty. Make it not be like say I just leave them or ignore them for too long. And I get people for backyard 2-1 join the conversation. Phone lines just the buzz anyhow because people they interested to put mouth for talk. You know, say still owe me one response so on how Nigerians could use eventually fight for their country back. He said that through a revolution or protest, but how possible is it? When he be said they go shoot them, then kill them. How possible is it? But make I quickly take this person for inside our studio. T.Y. Danjuma, good evening and welcome. T.Y., do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I was switched off. Good evening, Precious, and good evening to your guest.
Thank you so much. And then to Nigerians who are watching, I beg, if you never subscribe to this platform, just tell me why you've not subscribed. Just tell me why. You know they pay money, not be DSTV, not be GoTV, free of charge. Why? I know that sometimes I make you angry, but I still love you people. So please subscribe now, like, share this post. Please like it, share this post, and follow us like a village people. T.Y., go ahead, please.
Yeah, very, very interesting submission from your guest. So I thank him so much.
Can you help me hold that thought?
I was just
on the
looking.
line. Can you help me just hold the thought? Let me talk to this person. Good evening and welcome.
Yeah,
You have to help me turn off the volume of your listening device, please. Offam, Quencham, finally, not just Offam, Quencham.
Is it okay?
You don't Quencham, you don't off, pata.
No problem, but I dey listen from my phone.
You go to Quencham so that you know go the mistake, they listen to them from that end.
The volume is high, so it's okay.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Precious.
Sir?
Precious, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. What's be your name, sir? Where you call from?
My name is Chief Tony Kingsley from US, Denver, Colorado.
You're welcome, sir. Go ahead.
You cannot know when the hatred came to the Igbos. The truth about it is that until both Hausa and Yoruba remove their hatred on the Igbos, Nigeria will never go forward.
Now, course.
Of course now. Speaking Western Mama no go sleep, no go rest. The truth about it is that the Fulanis want to take over the whole Nigeria. That is why they are still holding in Nnamdi Kanu, because all the whole things that is happening today, Nnamdi Kanu prophesied 13, 15 years ago. If you come to Nigeria now, Fulanis are entering everywhere. All the whole villages are everywhere with ammunition. Security in Nigeria, the president, the military people, if they want to stop it today, they will stop it, but they will not stop it.
All right, thank you, sir.
Because they are dancing the music played for them by their masters.
Thank you, sir.
From Buhari regime, all the whole people were there for government at that time. Most of them are Fulani and they know what is happening.
All right, sir.
Today, the military, if they want to stop it, if you go to the Boko Haram, they are using it from the military.
All right, thank you, sir. We'll make the question very short because my direct call I use the call Oga Monkey so that we will respond. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Okay, go ahead, T.Y. Danjuma, so that he can respond.
Yeah, the problem with our country, Nigeria, is legion. Because if you begin to enumerate them, it just makes you sad. I was looking at just a few statistics that we have spoken about here. We don't talk about service chiefs. If you look at majority of the appointments, is one-sided, tilted towards a particular ethnic group. You look at critical, sensitive ministerial appointments on parastatals, including the judiciary, you see the same thing. And then you see some sections of the country completely excluded, and you cannot find any reason for that, even though there's supposed to be a balancing. federal character, and so on and so forth. And then you have had issues in the last few months of people's property being destroyed, being damaged, and there is a suggestion that the bulk of the people who are affected are people from a particular section of the country. And this is not something that is new. I was looking at Gatwick Airport, a Yoruba man, Adebaya Ogunbusi, one of the most busiest airports in the world. Now, the UK, he bought it. The UK people didn't say he's a black person, he's a Nigerian.
There's no discrimination. We all buy properties abroad.
Yes. Kemi Badno is a leader of a major opposition party in the UK, the Conservative Party. Whether you like it or not, he's a Yoruba person, even though she holds British citizenship.
Yes.
The Surgeon General of Florida is a Nigerian, Joseph A. Ladapo. They didn't say you are a black person, you are a Nigerian, your name is Nigerian, therefore you are a Chinedu, you shouldn't be. If you look at the Biden's administration, when Biden was in power, the US Deputy Secretary of the Treasury was a Nigerian, a Yoruba person, Adewale Adeyemo. Again, that's a Nigerian. So you now begin to wonder, I can buy a property here in America. Nobody is going to tell me, you're a Nigerian, you can't buy a property. But people's property are being destroyed under all kinds of guises. By virtue of the fact that they if you like,
itself, if they tell you, okay, pay a certain amount for penalty or one thing or the other, it's even different. You know that at least they're not losing your homes, because not just are they losing their homes, they are losing their properties inside the homes
and businesses. And businesses.
So that's why I asked that question before. Say the country is where on a day, not gonna not vex. So, and when people flout laws like that, they destroy those properties, because for all I care, I feel like it's waste of resources destroying the houses. You can actually even tell government to convert the houses. For me, they pay for I to waste the money, because now waste of resources to see full 3, 5, 6-story building or 4, 5-story building, demolish them. Find the duplex, demolish them. You can use that, and then this is a country where get housing issue.
Yes,
we have huge housing deficit in Nigeria. So instead of us to destroy, why not say, okay, because you did the wrong thing, government to confiscate it, make government make government benefit from it. Why? I don't understand. Me now go begin pay rent to stay for the house since I may go break law. I don't know whether you understand me.
It is because of the intention. That's the point. It's the intention. It's not because if it's desired, if it's a policy that is desired to engender better urban planning, the approach should be different. Because we have seen areas too where they just destroy for whatever reason, So people can argue that, well, there are also other people from other ethnic extraction whose properties were destroyed. But if you look at it majorly on a more global basis, you will see, they set fire on some people's property, they destroy them, they relocate them, they take them away, and so on and so forth. So you begin to wonder. But the general picture that you see today is, for me, we have never had it so bad in Nigeria as we're having it today. You have never, even the Buhari government did not do some of the things that we're seeing now with impunity, brazenly, openly. You can't challenge them, even when you are challenging them. They'll be telling you stories and telling you lies. You can't go to the courts. If you go to the courts, you're wasting your time. So where are we headed when you look at the total picture? Because when people begin to use foul language and begin to say things, they begin to blame them. But it's getting to a situation where you begin to wonder, how can we move forward this way? Who are those who are supporting all these things that we clearly know is wrong? And then how do you expect? Because give or take, This thing after 4 years or after 8 years, it become history. So when another ethnic somebody from another ethnic group takes over power, how are you going to justify the same? What is going to be your how are you going to react when that same person?
Yeah, just very quickly, TY. I mean, there are lots of them on my group here. I've seen your messages, and I'm sure you know that I've given you guys the recognition you want. Howdy and Rogers and the rest of them. And I swear to God that you're not from Lagos State. The two of you tweeting here, you're not from Lagos State. I can swear. You see, I have amazing Lagos State core indigenes that are my good allies and friends, and they are never bigoted like you people. So how these here telling you that it's because that the people you mentioned that are not arrogant to their hosts, that's why. You understand? I beg, which people they flamboyant in terms of doing party rich Yorubas for Nigeria? They don't take that lifestyle abroad. So a UK conservative person, when normally they miserly, go convex, see when Yoruba person they do party convex, because you're flamboyant in your parties, let me demolish your buildings. Come on, that excuse where you no cut out, and that means you're opening your eyes to support the subjugation of your fellow human being because you feel that the person is the Tinubu's daughter, Ayaloja of Lagos, that left Lagos State to go to Benin City, defy the tradition and culture of people in Benin City to put an Iyaloja be Iyeki general. That is not disrespect to the people of Benin. Has she died? Come on.
They don't see all that.
They destroy in Benin City. Come on. You see, I was why I had to respond to him is because I was in a long conversation today with someone, a friend of mine who's from Yoruba, who's Yoruba. And we had this conversation. I think a business partner of his said something to him who's an Igbo person. The way the person responded to him, he came to complain to me, it's only Igbo people that can do this. I say, okay, I have had Yoruba people respond to me rudely during business transaction. Should I say that it's all Yoruba people? I've had people backbite me, you understand, sadly, from everywhere in Nigeria. Should I say, because it's more from Yoruba extraction, so I should call all Yoruba people backbiters? So you don't do that. I think that the problem we have in this country is putting ethnic coloration to character traits. I have said this before, that character trait is neither ethnic nor religion. You have the same group of people across every religion, every ethnic group, everywhere, good, bad, and ugly. It's just like what Abike Dabiri was doing, talking about people who do crime and making it look like it's only people within the Southeast extraction.
Yes.
You have people who do drug, who do rape, who do all sorts of things from across every ethnic group and every religion. It is not local to any tribe or any ethnicity. So stop making it look like because you feel that somebody from so tribe has done something to you, so it's justifiable for you to do anything you want to do to them.
Well said.
You say that why are they discriminating against you? Why they are racist? They don't like blacks. Really? They should come and like you.
Well said. Well said. Well articulated. You put it so. I mean, I can't even put it much better. But the question is, what has the Igbo man done? What has the Igbo man done in Nigeria? That it's clear. It's very, very clear that the Igbo man is being. It's not even discriminated against. It's being persecuted.
Lagos should be for Lagos indigenes, and you should go to your states. That is what you do. So I don't know whether you don't see Awuris come out now, they fight, say, other Yoruba kings across other states, they come take over their land they despoil their things for them for Lagos State. And the saddest thing is that the people who do this thing are mostly not from Lagos State too.
They are not.
It's about 99% of them are not from Lagos State.
People are not. Did you listen? Did you listen to the people from Oroshoki who were complaining about their land? That the people who are doing it, the Obas who are doing it, are not even one is from Isenyi, one is from the other one from
Lagos State. I beg, ask your question directly. Make Ogamanchi answer you, Jerry.
But the thing I want to ask is, Obasanjo has made a prescription. I don't know whether you read it concerning these things that are happening. What the Igbos should do. I don't know whether you read it. Obasanjo was saying.
Okay.
Obasanjo was saying that a lot of Yorubas live in properties owned by Igbos in Lagos. They say they have the right to ask them to go, to leave their property, close their shops, sack people Yorubas who are in their businesses, and then let us see what is going to happen. Because when you continue to, present this type of narrative, this is the extent to which, you push people to. This is what happened. This is what caused the problem in Rwanda, that you had the genocide.
That is my fear and worry. That is my fear. Why are we hating on each other unnecessarily? As I talk to you till today, do you know that? Let me just blow your mind. One of the founding people that encouraged me to start this platform is a Yoruba man that does not know me from anywhere. He lives in the United States there. When I left Wazobia, he said you should be doing something. I miss your show in Wazobia. What will it take for you to do it? I don't know him from anywhere. Till now, we barely even talk. From time to time, I just send him a message. I say, thank you for encouraging me, because I didn't think I had what it takes to do it. Do you understand me? Most of the people who don't benefit from me directly, I don't know if you follow me, you know my 1st of January benevolence. 90% of people that have benefited from my benevolence are Yoruba people, and they will still benefit again this 1st of January.
Me too.
I don't say because I'm not Yoruba, so I'm not going to favor Yoruba. Why? So why are we doing this to ourselves? Why?
That's the question. That's the question.
And animosity.
When you see people, and unfortunately, you sometimes they give the picture that is presented is that all Yorubas hate Igbos. No, that's not true.
No, that's not true. That's
not true. Some of us have. I spent most of my life in Yoruba land, and some of my best friends are Yorubas. So I think that there has to be
not just Yorubas, but even Yoruba Muslims, interestingly, and we're very good. And they don't ever support this rubbish going on. I don't know that.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. They don't. A lot of them don't. So I think that this is a serious problem that we have to address. We just can't keep talking about it, but something drastic has to be done. Because these politicians, the way they are driving this nation with hate, and ethnicity and religion, may God not let them, bring us to a situation where we begin to see another Rwanda, quote and unquote, in Nigeria. God forbid. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me take this call so that Oga will respond. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yes, good evening, Precious.
You're welcome.
This is directly to your guest.
Go ahead, please.
I want to ask him, why is it that the Supreme Court of Nigeria is struggling to interpret Section 305 of the Constitution?
Okay.
Because, it's gone on for so long. I was listening to his speech. He said the problem of Nigeria are the lawyers. And it's right in a way.
Okay. All right, sir.
Number two.
Okay.
There's another one, this mentality that the Igbos have. Every section of Nigeria is marginalized. There's why is an Igbo man. But he destroyed some other people's investments.
Yes.
What did he do? You have so many senators from Igbo land. You have so many House of Reps from Igbo land. What are they doing? That's my question to your guest. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Barrister Mankey, would you like to react to them quickly? And then we'll take 2 more calls and I let you go because I know you don't try too much. In fact, I suppose buy you pure water, wine. You know they drink pure water, sir. I suppose buy you better wine, may you drink, you chill your throats because you don't talk plenty. Go ahead, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
I think what I want to say, particularly, I'm aware the majority of Nigerians who are abroad, their minds are at home.
Yes. Most of them want to come back, even to invest and retire at home. Yes.
Because they have very acute comparative sense. They see things that are happening here in greater measure than us here. They know the volume of wealth in this country. I mean, Britain still take oil from Nigeria. Nobody knows the volume. Oil and gas. And they can only do this through connivance with our criminal mind leader. You see the politics people like Umay are playing around Martin Namdekano. Until people say, see, I repeat this, and this is the mistake so many people are making. Never you support evil because presently it appears to be benefiting you. Never. Don't do it. The day it will turn against you, you will weep. You will know that it is difficult to fight against conscience. While you are weeping, your conscience is telling you that you deserve it and you won't like it. You will weep and your children will ask you questions. There are questions you can't answer them. Because deep inside of you, you knew the side you stood. It's just like this man in the kind of case. Any lawyer I see that claims to be a lawyer, properly so called, that is supporting this evil, this ongoing evil, these gut spots against the integrity of Nigeria. You see, one thing they don't know is that beyond the shore of Nigeria, they don't ask whether you're Yoruba or Igbo. They look at your passport.
Absolutely. And then are we sure they are not seeing all these things we're doing to each other, by the way?
They don't understand. Until we get to be united, it's very easy to unite also. If you have proper leaders in charge in Asu Rock today, because let me say this to you, I'm going to shock our president who are outside. I enjoy when tomorrow making reference about the exploit of Nigerians abroad and the rest of them. Let me tell you, what is happening in Nigeria here, imperialists are behind it. Because the day Nigeria gets leadership right, Europe will shake. Right is somewhere. See what happened when Onyema penetrated the international route of UK to Nigeria.
Yes.
See, UK are depending on their welfareism system to get their manpower and workforce of parents who cannot handle their children. They are taking away their children to build their economy, to father them, to mother them, to build their own economy. Did they see how much people were paying in pound sterling just to fly to come to Nigeria? Most of them can't come with their families anymore. See how much they are paying on rent. See how they are being exploited of all the money they make. And sadly, for those of them who have bad relations at home, it makes the matter worse. Because home that would have been their so-called, whenever they think about home, it's as if they are going to commit suicide because they have wrong persons at home. Those who are good people at home, who can invest for them, they have good things on ground here. I want us to look at things from this holistic perspective, that there is an international conspiracy against Nigeria to hold it down through wicked leadership.
Okay, so the question where I go ask, because most of us, I sure almost all of us will listen, don't hear this before, right? But the question I go ask, we say, how is it that our leaders or people where they aspire for leadership position know this thing where you dey talk, and then no fit talk say no, we no go let you use our people or use us against our people? How is it that it is the case that everybody when they come out for political position, everybody, because it was shocking. The other day, a guest of mine said it here that it's shocking that most political office holders don't they seek for a second passport for them and their families, including from local government level. So how is it that anybody will try get leadership position, the first thing they do is to look for escape route for their own family and themselves, and not for how to actually make the country work? How is it possible? My aunt go tell you, say, if person tell you, say, may you die, go tell yourself, say, God forbid, I no go die. So how is it that the so-called imperialists are telling us you would perish, and we're saying, yes, we must perish without fighting? Go ahead, sir.
You see, yeah, there are spiritual laws that control the cosmos. There are offenses when you commit. There are traffic wardens of life, invisible traffic wardens of life. They will pack you. Even though you are moving in convoy, they will pack you. They just like, I give you a practical example. Do you know how much money the Fulani leaders of this country are stolen? Where is the money? What are they using the money to? Look, there's a marked difference between gain and exploitation. Exploitation don't profit. It does not come with peace of mind. It's like judgment and justice. It is only judgment encoded in justice that brings peace. Naked judgment without justice brings anarchy. You need to understand these things. When you understand some of these dynamics, it will change your perspective and shift your mindset. See, personal wealth building. I listened to Peter Obi why he went into politics. When what black professor of Calop University told him, he said, "You are a wealthy man. Go and build community wealth. That is what lasts, not personal wealth." Until people look at what Wike is doing in River State, it's personal wealth. Look at all the work he's acquiring in the name of the children. He is not training the children to be worthy, to work hard. He's just stealing for them. They will not survive. There are principles that are of universal applications. You don't fight them. When you use a political position to push others, see, let me tell you, the day Nigerians will rise up, they will shock the world because the political surplus. The day Nigerians will rise up, like they say, enough is enough. It can come through somebody like very dark man because you see the progressive that young man is gaining across the bar. One day like this, it will just be like an uprising. They say enough is enough of this nonsense. It will just be the death of one person. That was back enters now. It could be just, for instance, they don't know how they handle things. Somebody like Shore that is coming out boldly to speak the way they now organize and kill him. Look, what will happen there will shock them. They will run for safety, they will not find. Anywhere they go to. You think this band, the people don't know where they know. The day Nigerians know that their support has been broken, they'll go after them.
All right, sir.
They will finish all of them.
All right, sir. You will still tell us how that will happen, though. Okay. How
it's going to happen is as this wickedness is continuing, as this poverty is continuing, I can tell you, I can confirm to you that majority of Nigerians are sliding into poverty. Yes. I can tell you that.
Yes.
I'm not just a lawyer. I'm a solicitor, an advocate, as well as notary public of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Many lawyers are living below poverty line.
Many of us.
What is happening, even like when you hear of rank of people like senior advocate of Nigeria, they are now constituting a rank of a criminal gang that is getting ready to form alliance for electoral matters, where they loot the economy and public treasuries to stupor. Not that they are interested in judgment or justice. No, they are not.
Okay, sir.
So until this chain is broken, because like I said, among this criminal gang, religion don't matter. Ethnicity does not matter. There are things, those things they are using as divisive tendency, and that's why it is important that people should be enlightened to a certain level. That's why I get so worried when I see people, and I realize that traveling abroad does not change people's mindset. It does not. But some people who even travel abroad, they can be much more vicious. Can't you see educated people? See what educated people are doing. Some educated people here, professors. Have you heard of in those days when the community contribute money and send our people abroad? Up till now, you hear that white men sleep with our sisters who go to study abroad? They don't. There's a basic standard of what makes you humanity to belong to humanity. But here, what is happening here is intolerable. And I want to believe that Nigeria, like it is, I have not met very dark man. I'm sure you have been watching my podcast. We've shared ideas around the world. I listen to Martin and I believe in what is true. What he has said several years ago are coming to pass. I said it there. People never believe me. You know, the gift of strategic thinking is very rare. Those who are blessed with it are very few. And when people say some of these things, People don't believe them. But they are real. They are coming to pass. Look, Nigeria can be great again, but it will be great on the altar of justice, not this inequality. You see, most of the people who are supporting the evil going on in Lagos, they will regret in broad daylight. I'm telling you, look at what Oti is doing in Abia State. Abia State is a neighbor to Rivers State. Just the first road that Fubara commissioned in Rivers State was done by Oti. Just the fear of holding Rivers State down. That's why Wike is causing all the crisis he's causing today.
All right. So just before, because once this call reach 1 hour, my line they behave one kind. Once call reach 1 hour, it will cut off, so that go have me to reconnect you again since the direct call. Somebody been asked you to explain why the Supreme Court they find it difficult to explain Section 305 of the Constitution. Remember that question?
Let me tell you. Let that person pay attention to what I'm saying.
Okay.
I said Justice Chukwudifu Obuta said long ago, quote, if the legislature is corrupt, you go to the judiciary for redress. If the executive is corrupt, you go to the judiciary for remedy. If the judiciary is said is corrupt, where do you go from there? Unquote. Chukwudifu Obuta never contemplated what is in Nigeria today. What has happened in Nigeria is that the judiciary is not corrupt alone, but is captured by the political class. And they have used the instrumentality of the Supreme Court as instrument of oppression, suppression, and repression. These three triangle evil arrows, the moment the concept of law is used to propagate these three evil calendars, you know that anarchy is around the corner. And the only way for Nigeria is Nepal. People don't understand.
So in answering that question directly, you're trying to say that the judiciary know what to do, but they deliberately no one done because then they systematically corrupt.
It is captured. It is captured. I can tell you for free that the judgment that brought Tinubu, they wrote it for them to read it. The same thing, the judgment about Rivers State, they wrote it for them to read it. The one that said there was no government in Rivers State, the one that said that there was no defection in Rivers State, they wrote that matter so moto. Look, the judiciary is there in Nigeria. Take it or you leave it. I'm saying so. I passed by the High Court today. They are putting up a flag that they want to do the new legal year. I will not attend. It's a shame. I walk around and I can have a sense of a state capture. We're in a mess, but let it be. I'm going to survive it too, because I'm working on my mind every day to stay mentally afloat. If not, you will just sink and psychologically you'll be broken down and depression is around the corner to set in. So you have to make sure you are afloat mentally, to make sure you wear this superior, mental posture that you cannot be pushed under. That is the only way to survive it. And very few people are within that borderline. So what I'm saying in essence is that the judiciary in Nigeria has been captured. Oputa never contemplated that such a thing could happen. These are people who stood against military men, even against drugs, and speak their voice. Look at what the lawyer was telling the very dark man, that is taking too much risk. What is risk? When your fellow human beings' life don't matter, they are killing them. When they finish killing them, they will come for you. Like somebody really pointed out. When they came for the Jews, they say he was not a Jew. They came for this one, they say he is not.
They say you're not there.
Finally, they turned around and came for them. This is the simple truth that we must understand. Look at those luxurious burial they were doing in Benue before. Now, they no longer bury them as if the way we used to plant them again. Now they bury them in mass grave. Nobody cares. So we rise up and say enough is enough. And I'm saying it, our political class are our problem. We must confront them. There's enough work in this country called Nigeria.
Hell.
Even in the Niger Delta here, they are killing our youth who are engaged in this parallel refining instead of collaborating with them. Which is, look, there is no nation of the world that abandoned its area of comparative economic advantage except Nigeria. Who bewitched us? Who did this to us? Look at the madness Wike is doing in Rivers State. And it's moving around freely. See, when it will happen, somebody will just come out like this, will go and kill somebody and say, I'm ready to die.
Hell.
And when it gets to that, nobody can tell another person go to court. Because the court has been destroyed already. They'll tell you, go to court to do what? I'm not going to make a will end it here. And that's what anarchy is all about. Nobody benefits. They will target their children and kill them. Even though they are abroad, somebody will go to them in their house, set it ablaze, or kill them. And their
thank you, Ogamanke. Time don't go.
I hope we will not get there.
Thank you.
We will not get there.
Thank you.
They are using the handwriting of the wall.
Thank you so much. But people they beg me, make I tell you, say may come again. No, if I invite you next week, you go come again.
Well, it depends.
Why you did you like this now? Don't give me this smile. Please say yes.
No, I can. Okay, I will make out time and go home because I'm going to leave office now.
Late because of us. Yes, I understand. So thank you. I'm so sorry. Sincere apologies for keeping you out so late. Oh dear, I knew it was going to cut after 1 hour. I knew that. Sincere apologies. Oops, my phone line has been on fire. I could begin to talk to our people then one by one. Good evening, Oga Edwin. Welcome, sir. 3 hours. Be like say we don't start you.
Now, true, my sister Precious. I have been listening since your program commenced. That lawyer where you bring,
thank you.
That not the kind of person we be say. If like say I did Nigeria, now maybe in Chambers, now if I close for work, I will just drive go there.
Patronize now. Not gonna patronize him. If you want to patronize him. If you have legal case,
no problem. I will get the connection from you. You know, I get many of them. Then they Nigeria. But the way this person they talk, the way this man talk, if I say now my carbon copy, now me just they there, just the everything they my mind. Just they talk am. Can you imagine? That is a Nigerian lawyer. Who spoke his mind? He's just spoken. He's just said what very many of us, are just mad about. No, how look, Precious, I beg, tell him to come back next time. I want to have that kind of interaction with him. I want to ask some very salient questions, and I know say the guy go provide answers. He go talk. We need people like say the person when they admire like this before na Femi Falana. Until when they occupy, which is they call them Concord, occupy whether na Lagos, occupy Bar Beach or one place during Jonathan time Concord. No, since then, I can't develop some kind of cold shoulders towards the man's activities because one thing about me, I don't do things based on tribal sentiment. I'm from Delta State. I've been Shekiri and Urubu man. But my interactions with every Nigerian, anything that has to do with religion, tribe, race is always off the mark. I know they look that one. And they look the person when they do it. Now, I know say Precious.
Because the person is a human being.
Yeah. But in the Nigerian concept, that is it now. That is what has divided us. As at 1981, Awolowo was said something. He said, he told the then MPN government, say when I be small children, when I be babies those days. He said it when he told Nigerians that the young children that the Northerners are breeding today, those ones you are giving place to go to the road and be begging for money, begging for this. He said if you don't make provisions for them, he even included those people who are in the South, those who were mismanaging the economy. We know when MPN, they were looting left, right, and center. I remember the MPN national chairman at that time. He had a special wine. AKA, Adisa Meredith Akiloye. You will see the wine, they put it on the table. When they were looting the train and everything, Awolowo gave that address. Today, it sounds prophetic. When he said, if you do not give these people the benefits of life, formal education, skills and training, and you keep sending your children abroad, taking them abroad, he said the time will come when they get the education and everything, and you have all the opportunity in your life, you live in the opulence, you are not going to live in peace because these are the ones that will torment you. If you look at what is happening in the North, now we are talking about insecurity, and the Northern template has been to take over Nigeria. It has been an Islamic jihadist template. It's been so since we gained independence. If you look at the Nigerian setup, it has never, that is what people never understood. The northern elements, political elements, they never viewed us, those of us from the south, as being co-owners of Nigeria. To them, they own Nigeria. So whatever they said or dictated them hold sway or head sway. And that is still the same belief they have till tomorrow. So when they were breeding, having 10, 15 children, somebody having 5 wives, you go and have 60 children, you will come and display. I remember a northern legislator who came, displayed 4 women. He said, those are my assets. You go and have 50 children. You don't give your children formal education, nothing. You give them a place like handouts and they go to the streets. I have been to virtually all parts of Nigeria when I was in the union, in NNPC. You know, in Pegasus, and then you go to everywhere they're begging. You know, it was not so in the south. So those generations of children have given birth to others. And those ones who have not had formal education, because if you see what is happening now, all those ones I said are being transported from the north on daily basis to the south, they have no formal education. All they come with to the south is a motorbike, AK-47 and the rest, and they are being transported daily into the south, occupying all the forests in the south. But the male aim is to Islamize Nigeria, and that's what people don't say. When I keep saying it, some of your guests are equally attesting to what I've said in the past. And when I keep repeating all these things, it seems it is just all full of repetition. It is not, but it is what is on ground. The politicians only just came, and then they grabbed that very philosophy. You know, for instance, a northern politician will go to his village and tell them, you see these infidels, they want to occupy, they want to take over Nigeria. Don't give them the chance, because he is the arrowhead there. Imagine a community where you have only one educated person and maybe he only has NC. He will go and produce 20,000 votes, because in the north, they vote en masse just for their own. That mindset is what has broken to pieces the Nigerian concept of an Igbo man who could stay in Benin, or I remember those days, a Yoruba man who could go to the east and be comfortable. Everywhere in Nigeria, anywhere you go, Nigeria was your home. These politicians came, and then they infiltrated, balkanized Nigeria based on ethnic and religious lines. It is the religious line that, because religion is the opium of the society. Religion is what triggers off trouble a lot, not just ethnicity. So that's religion, and that is what these northern politicians, northern political elites have capitalized on, and that something has cascaded to the lowest of the lowest in the north, and they all capitalize on it. That is how they are able to win election, and that is exactly what that is the impression. And when you see the Mohammed who started Boko Haram, what was his mission? Western education is forbidden. And he brought in the most radical form of the Islamic perception of the Islam. And then what happens? That cascaded into those young boys who didn't have any sort of formal education. They then head on to it. And then that was how it all went. And then the northern politicians, they came with Sharia. 10 states all of a sudden implemented Sharia because Jonathan was at the helm of affairs. And then he is an infidel. You know, that is exactly what has catapulted Nigeria into the situation that we have found ourselves today. So that if you look at them arming all these young boys, it's because those young boys, they don't have any means of livelihood. How would they survive? They just come into the south, kidnapping and getting millions, and they've come to see that, well, this business is very, very productive, very, how do I put it? It's easy money, easy millions. And then they spread it to the north, and even to those across the border, Niger Republic, Chad. Those people came in when the APC were to push Jonathan out of power. They brought all of them in. That was how they came in. These people that came in are the ones who have further penetrated the south, occupying our forests and killing our farmers, men and women all over the place. And for them to have homelands, They want to eliminate all those in the North Central, Benue, Plateau, Southern Kaduna, Southern and Benue, and all those areas. That because those are the most fertile areas of Nigeria, if you come to think of it, agriculturally. And that is exactly what these people are doing. When Buhari came, Buhari further gave them incentives to do that. He spoke about all these grazing lines and all those 14th century ideas. That was what that man came and attempted to implement. When he was even being told, advised then by intellectual minds that no, that is an old century concept. You can no longer implement that in this 21st century. He held on to it as imagine that was the president we had in Nigeria. Anyway, that is by the wayside. The lawyer who came spoke my mind 110%. Please try to bring him back. I just want to ask him some questions, which I won't say anything about now. But when he comes, exactly what I want to ask him, when he comes and then he speaks to issues that are on my mind. You know, I told you the other time, I said the Supreme Court caused the problems that we have in Rivers State. There's no other thing. Not that Wike was able to do anything to Fubara. It was just the Supreme Court. You know, Wike Supreme Court, Tinubu Supreme Court. Like they just coalesced the security, the judiciary, and they just sort of dealt with Fubara that the man there is in government house. Now, to me, if he had resigned, like as I've always said, he would have been my greatest hero, but he didn't. And he swallowed all the rubbish. It was the Supreme Court. Tell me on what basis the reasons for defection and all others will come up from other political parties that the Supreme Court will entertain. What part of the Nigerian Constitution or the law would they quote or base their judgment on? So when you look at it, it's the Supreme Court. And it is because they'll be captured. Imagine let me not sound repetitive again. When you build houses for people, you give them cars, imagine what has Wike not done with the Nigerian judiciary? And now he's a criminal co-traveler. He's there in Aso Rock. So when you look,
thank you, sir.
Precious. Thank you. Make another. There were several things, but before I go, please keep telling. If I say if I come on air and the time will be saying you don't get tired, you won't round up. But because if I say initially the whole thing they take long for us to come in. I would have loved to talk about President Jonathan.
If I opened, okay, you can go ahead. But the thing is that if I open phone lines earlier, you understand, I notice say then if they give my connection problem. If you notice, sometimes before now I used to give in my contact, open the line early enough, but I don't know. I don't want to say I don't want to believe they tamper with the this thing, the line, and I begin to have issues, and people now find it difficult, including the guests, to join in. So I thought that it's only proper for us to hear the guest out.
No, yeah, I think what I would suggest is that while they are there, as they air their opinions and views side by side, you take calls and again let us ask them questions so that they will respond.
Except it's just calls and not you coming into the studio.
No. It's just that
if you notice, immediately I gave her the link, it was hard for him to even join again. Immediately I put her link, it was now difficult for him to join, and then it just disturbs the flow of the conversation, and that's why I thought.
Okay. You, it was just I just wanted to make one more last view about President Jonathan. Please, whoever has his contact, they should advise him, man. He shouldn't just make any effort to come back and contest for the presidency of Nigeria any longer. He shouldn't. He should respect himself and stay out of what is on ground. He shouldn't come because he will be humiliated by Tinubu and his cabal. He shouldn't think the North are going to do anything for him. If they are telling him because he only has one term constitutionally to run, he will be making a mockery of himself. If he does that, I can take that confidently. He's going to lose, and he will lose woefully. If he comes in to contest to want to contest again to be Nigerian president, then he will be giving Tinubu a very free ride and a free ticket. So that is and the reasons are multifarious. There are many, but I'm not going to enumerate any of them now. And he knows that as the president, as a former president, he should have known better, or he should know better. So thank you, Precious. And good night.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
bye.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good night, and God bless you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, good evening, and welcome, Mr. Mop. Good evening to you.
Yeah,
Mr. Mop, are
greeting,
you there?
precious.
Good evening. Just help me be on the line. Let me just speak to this caller and then I take you on. Good evening and welcome, sir.
Yeah, I'm back again. Like I always.
Thank you. Please help me turn off the volume of your listening device, please, sir, so that we don't have that issue. Please, it's very important. Just turn it off totally. You don't have any business listening to it while you're here with us. So go ahead, please.
Okay. So what I'm saying, according to the men, I always call from Georgia, here in the United States.
Okay, sir.
And what I'm saying, it's unbelievable that I know you came from same place with Wike or whatever his name is. And but
I am first of all a Nigerian and a human being before a reverse indigent. So just go ahead, sir.
Yeah, it's not anyway, some people are not Nigerian, some people are Biafran. Anyway, that's by the way.
Go ahead.
But the way I'm looking at things, it's unbelievable that we're going to allow this kind of thing to be happening in Nigeria now. You know, like I was about yesterday. I was talking about the fraudulent that the Igbo guy did. It's kind of, I'm not into centrism and all that, because what I believe, if that man is right, he shouldn't resign. That man should not have resigned, because if you show you didn't forge your paper, then you go forward. Let them take you to court.
No, but he already admitted the inconsistency. Let's not go back because of time. He already admitted. That's why he resigned. Yes. Then
if he admitted, you do the crime, then you do the time. You know, that's what I believe in. I'm a criminologist and an activist as well. It's just, if you do the crime, you do the time.
Well, and that is why the opposition is pressing. That is why the opposition is pressing on the president to bring him forth for prosecution. Now, if you listen to the news I took, yes.
And the Wike is a drunk car. That man has absolutely nothing to do with our government. I mean, why they put him over there so he can fund money? You know, that man is a drunkard. He's no good. He's a bomb getting to explode.
No.
Why is he? What is he doing over there? Why do they allow him to even be there? I mean, it's just, I don't know. That's when they're trying to, state for Biafra, then it makes me wonder, you know. I mean, all they need to do, if they want the Biafra, they go to United Nations and tell them like it is. Show the people they're killing. Show the way and incompetent governance in that part of hemisphere, so the United Nations will see what's going on and know that this Biafra are meant to be and be Biafra, because we no longer Nigeria.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, look at the Minister of Justice, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. If you want to carry your people and put as a Minister of Foreign Affairs and put Bianca Ojukwu as a second person, that means it's just about you. And you have to look at this thing. Look at that. There's some Yorubas, I'm not saying all the Yorubas, some Yorubas, a referee. They are referee between we and the Hausa and others. They want to be, because they're cunning like this. They move around like this.
No, sir. So I would not let you use this platform to call a particular group of people cunning. It doesn't matter. There are also cunning people in Igbo land. I know there are also cunning people in Igbo land. The same way I corrected those who made the comments they made in this platform against Igbos, I am going to correct you, sir. with all due respect, please, about such statements. I mean, a character trait is not ethnic in any way.
I didn't say that.
And that is the same thing.
No.
But there are also some Igbo people that are cunning. So what about that? I've had Igbo people who are cunning to me, who have cheated me.
We are cunning. That's not right. It
All
doesn't
right, sir.
matter who that person is, whether you're Igbo, you're Yoruba.
Absolutely. I've had people from my village who treated me bad too. I'm not going to hate all my village people because of that.
Yeah, I don't want people to be a referee and say you're like you're in a football field and a referee pure, then you're getting the fight, or two wrestlers, getting the fight. Then I watch y'all and I say when to stop, and I use that to manipulate y'all. You're trying to connect people into enmity and be the person.
Okay, sir.
No,
okay, so kindly wrap up because I put someone on hold to speak to you. So help me wrap up so that I can go back to that person.
But these are one of the things I'm going to say. Okay, why would if you make an appointment cabinet, members, why would there be those strategic places and things you give it to particular people? What about the Igbos? Then
It's
you
okay.
make Obianka Ojukwu the second.
You have made this point before, sir. It's noted, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that the person whom I put on hold to speak to you will not feel bad.
I just don't like that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you.
You're doing a good job, but I'm not too happy about what's going on. And that's why
we're not all happy.
Some people don't want to come to Nigeria.
It's okay. We're not all happy. I mean, it's because we're not happy we're talking about it. So we can seek solutions together. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, you tell them come to Nigeria, they say no. In your own country, how can you invest in a country that you're going to be mocked?
Thank you.
In all these hoodlums and the bombs and
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And the insecurity, they need to change situation in Nigeria so we will start coming home.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that this cry one day will be heard. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Sincere apologies. I had to rush you. If you're calling me and you want to talk, you have to make it less than 2 minutes so that Mr. Mopno will call police for me. Good evening and welcome.
Hey, Precious, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome. So go ahead, please.
This is Ken Agulu calling from Washington, D.C.
You're welcome, Ken Agulu. You're welcome. Go ahead very quickly, please.
That Suya guy is in Dallas, Texas. That's where he is.
The what? The Suya guy?
Yes.
Have you booked? Have you booked your Suya, please? And anybody who books. So I want you to also call results from you. When you chop them, I beg call results. So that if you know sweet, if you know sweet, you know go advertise them again.
Yeah, just tell your audience that the guy is in Dallas, Texas. That's where he is.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you so
Texas.
much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I want to thank Barrister Machi.
Okay.
I want to thank him.
Mankey.
I have Mikey. I have been crying listening to him. To be honest, he spoke truth to power and spoke truth to his profession. This is the first time in my life that I have seen somebody speaking like that. All he said is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Precious.
Sir?
It is this country to redeem this country is in the power of the youth of this country. And I keep on saying that. See what happened to Natasha is a litmus test. Why did they open his chamber, his office? Why? They saw people coming. All the people from Kogi Central and people from Abuja, they are coming in thousands. They saw them. The politicians are scared like hell. Amorichi said that. The destiny of Nigeria depends on Nigerian youths to take that power from them. It's very easy if they want to do it. I know you said something when Dr. Machi was saying. He said religion and tribal. Hunger doesn't know religion and tribal. Tinubu people will come and go. All these people will be on this come and go. Okorocha, had he not come and go? You remember Okorocha in Imo State now?
Yes, sir.
Nigeria happened to him, don't you remember? When they went to his house,
yes,
top of the roof,
through ceiling.
He was, all of a sudden he was reading Bible, calling God to God. Have you ever heard from him? It will happen to these hopeless Uzuri. All of them, they will know that.
No. Please don't call people names.
I'm telling you, soldier come, soldier go.
Barracks remain. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, so that I can quickly speak to the person who's here.
That's what I'm telling you. So
thank you.
It is. I like the challenge the minister have given to Nigerian youth because their destiny have been decimated. Their destiny, they have no future. And they let this bastards,
thank you.
this hooligan, these kids to try. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mr. Mope, thank you. Mr. Mope, you're going to, in fact, I'm sure you're an amazing, patient husband. For you to tolerate my shenanigan, and allow me tell your wife, thank you. God bless you for your wife. Thank you so much. See, I just left you at the background.
I don't know about that.
And you were patient, JJ, you didn't complain.
But
your own no go spoil. Your own no go spoil at all. Thank you.
Not acceptable, but we can manage it. But I will say that.
Why now? What about you, Sia? What about you, Sia, to say sorry?
Nigeria.
No, I'm not buying you. I don't want to promise you. I don't want to promise what I will not give you.
I'm not going to waste much of your time because I have to leave in about 2 minutes. But having said that, I want you to bring the guest back. You know, the guy is very articulate and very bold. You know, you just say it as it is. So that's what I like about him. I would like you to bring him back. Maybe we can ask him about a lot of questions because I've written some questions I wanted to ask him, but lack of time, I wouldn't have, I don't have time to ask him because I wanted to ask him specifically how can we take our country back, knowing what happened, transpired last election.
I asked him that question, but we didn't have time because I did ask that question. How do we go about it? And I was waiting for a response, but other conversations.
Yeah. I mean, judging what happened last time, we have voter strategic and consistency. It was organized locally. I mean, we know what happened. But anyway, let me not hold on that particular angle. I was looking at your headline. You said that the INEC chairman has been arrested. Is that a valid story?
No, he's not. It is not. I cannot tell you he's been arrested. I don't carry fake news, please. I did not say he was arrested. That is not part of my headline. I said court orders his arrest.
I'm sorry. Okay. I don't have the headline with me here.
Yeah. Maybe another person can carry he's been arrested. So I said court orders his arrest because of contempt of court issues he's been having. There are some pending contempt of court issues he had. In fact, more than one when he was.
Okay, I was thinking maybe it came from that what they say hope was that they might and tell him and all that kind of nonsense.
I don't. So a lot of people they also say all may not really be well with him and the presidency. That after that rumor that he was asked to embark on terminal leave, and I think that he stayed back. So it now looked like the rumor was false. But then eventually he now left. He didn't leave at the expiration of his tenure. His tenure is expiring in November. And this is still the beginning of October. So he's embarked on that same terminal leave we talked about. That terminal leave issue came up just barely 10 days, 2 weeks ago. And he's now embarked on it right now. So the only difference is that he did not embark on it immediately that news was made public, but he's eventually embarked on it. And then again, unlike every other person when we know see when the president they give honorary awards, I know see when the president we not see pictures of the president conferring that CON title on him. We just heard by Bayo Ononuga without pictures that the president conferred national honorary award on him as a CON. So people thought that if all were really well, of course, there would have been pictures of him with the president during that occasion or that conferment.
Okay,
and all
Precious.
That. So
thank you very much.
I
have to go. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Mo. Bye. All right. Okay, so guys, they say I will cry the zero Dabi. We have tried 3.5 hours. We have done this show today. It's been excellent, amazing with you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you for supporting this platform. It is our platform. Thank you for giving us a chance to have somewhere we can talk. And for those who come to bring back books, look, it's not because I'm taking sides. I don't take sides, but I can't let you deliberately insult and talk down on others or incite the sensibility of other people. So if you notice, you incite Igbo, I come for you. You incite Yoruba, I come for you. As long as you incite any ethnic group, I come for you. So it's not because I'm taking sides. But if you don't like it too, it's up to you. But I cannot let you to use my platform to incite others. Please, I beg you. I understand the differences we have and our anger and our pain, but let's just calm down, because my intention not be to use this platform to cause problem for Nigeria. No, I intend to use them actually unite us more and to cause good, not be evil. So please, let's not make that the basis of this platform, to always use this platform to abuse each other and all that. That is not what I want, at least not from my platform where my name is involved. Please, I beg you guys. I'd like to say a big thank you to you guys. You guys know I love you already now. I love you guys so much. And don't forget to protect your mental health, because he who lives and worries about, he who worries about Nigerian problem and runs away lives to worry another day. So we've had enough dose today. In fact, more than overdose of Nigeria problem today. Let's go back and come back another day, right? And worry about it another day. Tomorrow, Dr. Sonny Maduka will be joining me on the show tomorrow. Yes, Dr. Maduka will be joining me on the show tomorrow, and it promises to be another excellent, conversation with him. And then Friday, I have Barrister Sim and Prince Francis Chilaka. Let's continue to speak for the growth and development of our nation. And if you have not bought that book from Dr. Anosike, what are you people waiting for? Now, you people should go and patronize the book now. Read about the history of Nigeria. This is our politics we're talking about here. You people should go and read about it. The abuse of power. It is out there on, what did they call them again? Amazon. It is on Amazon. Please, you people should go and buy it. And I think I always put out the link for the book on Amazon here. So please kindly ensure you go buy the book on Amazon and contact him for the books or how to get copies of the book. It's very important. Please, I beg you, and we could just continue to support each other, so that we will move the country forward small. And a small they use catch masquerade now. Abi, that's what they talk about. All right. I'll see you guys again tomorrow evening, God willing. As I said earlier, protect your mental health, because wahala, you need to finish as I talked earlier. On a good night and God bless. I'm trying to get the Amazon link to drop for you guys very quickly, but I don't know why I can't access the Amazon link as fast as I want to. I cannot access the Amazon link. I wish I could access it very quickly, but then don't worry. Just ask for the book Abuse of Power. I'm sure you get it. Abuse of Power. Look at Abuse of Power on Amazon. You see it by Dr. Anosike. You see it. Kindly buy it and patronize him. I love you guys so much. See you tomorrow, God willing. Protect your